And we're here with our lovely guest, Miss Bay M14, with my wonderful co-host, Natsu Shirai.
Hello.
How are you doing today, everyone?
I'm okay.
That's good.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I'll my policy is always ladies first. So
you know,
Shirai, and you go ahead and introduce yourself real quick to those who don't know who you are.
I'm pretty sure that everybody at this point should know who I am by now.
Well, I'm saying, you know what I mean. For those who, you get what I mean.
for those who literally just walked in to both of ours, okay, skip,
Yep. Wow.
I'm not
Okay,
good at
then.
introductions.
Alright, so
Neither am I.
This little gremlin loli dragon next to me is Natsu Shirai. She's a variety streamer. Definitely go check her out. If you like shit posters who are very cute and innocent at first and then say really fucked up curse shit, definitely go follow her. And then, of course, the lovely lady sitting on the sofa today is Bay M14. She is a cosplayer and VTuber.
Hello. Hey,
She's very shy.
I don't mean to like be rude or anything, but I gotta tell you, you're really skilled for being able to talk with a cigarette in your mouth like that.
I mean, thank you. It's years of practice.
I'm just messing with you.
No, it's okay. I'm a professional smoker. Alright, so...
Razor loves his sayings. I can see it.
Well, I have a pack. So technically, I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke filtered cigars, but I smoke Cheyennes. They're a cheap brand of filtered cigars. They're like $3 a pack. And they're like different flavors. That's what I usually smoke. I'm actually about to smoke a Cheyenne right now as we speak. But yeah. So Bay, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience. Who are you?
I'm not good with introductions. Anyway, though, I am. I'm basically an M14 rifle girl. That's basically it. That's not it. That's my main thing. I am a very big fan of the M14 rifle. The Springfield Armory M1A was my very first rifle I ever fired, never bought, and all of that. But you know, I'm a VTuber. I'm a cosplayer too. And good choice. Thank you. Usually, it's the thing about the M14 is usually there's not too many people in the middle. It's either it's the worst rifle ever, fuck you, or hey, can I curse here? I'm sorry. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, you can curse in here. We say fucked up shit all the time, man.
Okay, I just don't know. I'm just making sure. Okay,
We
yeah,
say
but you
fucked
know
up
what?
shit all the time, bae.
Neither of us really make any money off of this. I really don't think either of us really care at this point.
Not
I'm gonna
even
finish
negative
it.
20 social credit.
Hello, I'm 16. How are you?
Yeah, no, it's just what I was saying though. Like, yeah, a lot of people like either really love the M14 or really hate it. So there's not too many people in between. But yeah, I'm really I'm into firearms. I'm also a musician. I play the electric guitar mostly, but I also have some experience with the bass guitar and drums.
Oh, that's badass.
But yeah,
Pretty cool.
I'm an M14 rifle girl. That's my main thing. I don't know if this is too like self-centered that I'm pointing this out, but that little piece in my model's hair is actually my real like an actual stripper clip I have for my M14. I just took a picture of it, made it a PNG, and stuck it to my model. But that's a real item.
Cool. I like that. I like that.
That's
I thought it was a
cool.
little unique, you know. I really love puns too, so it's funny because it's a stripper clip hair clip.
I like it. I love it.
So
I
yeah,
love
that's basically me. That's a lot of me.
Yeah, I've actually M16. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Speaking
Oh,
of which,
hello,
actually,
I know
M16
him.
was my first gun I ever fired.
He's,
well, the A2, not the A1.
Yeah, he cosplays M16A1 actually, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's awesome. I love M16. She's so fucking cool. She's also hot. But that's beside the point. Speaking of which, if you see it on my end, she's somewhere in the background. We're on a C-130, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're visiting Griffin and Kruger. Yeah, my PMC, we made a deal, and wanted to interview one of their T-dolls, so here we are. On one of their C-130s. And you can see we got a couple T-dolls in the back for security there. We got the UMP sisters, we got Negev, and we got M16. So we're good. Anyway. Sorry. Let's see here. Let me get the list of the questions. I'm sorry, I'm all out of sorts today. I just got done working 8 hours, so I'm a little out of it. Little out of it right now.
Hey, you're okay.
So bear with me, everybody. Alright, let's see here. What the fuck is that list of questions? You're totally not going senile, Razor. Totally not. Not at 33. Alright, let's see. So, pretty much you covered who you are, what kind of content you do. So, what got you into streaming? I know you've been cosplaying for some time. I followed you. Is Shira muted? No. No, Shira is not muted. She shouldn't be. Shira?
Okay, finally got it fixed. Okay.
Oh, she had mic issues.
No, actually, I've been having
Oh.
issues with OBS. Okay, finally!
Oh, got you.
Finally! Okay, there we go.
Oh, Cauldron. Hello, how are you doing?
I also admit I'm kind of I think I'm probably more out of sorts than anybody else here is.
It's all good. But yeah, so what was gonna ask? Hey, what got you into streaming? Because I've been following your Twitter for some time actually with the cosplays. I think the first thing I saw you do was the Grand Ping video.
I think you're confusing me with someone else because I don't own an M1 Grand. I have an M14.
Wait,
I have a.
Is there another M14 cosplayer? Or is... That can't be. No, no, no. It might have been someone else then. Maybe you might have retweeted it onto your channel or your Twitter.
I'm not. I've never done a grand. I have a joke because people tell me like, oh, the M14 isn't as cool as the M1 Grand because with the M1 Grand you could do the ping. So what I do is I just flick my flash suppressor because it makes a pinging sound, and I say I could do that anytime I want. So. You might be thinking of that one video that I did where I met a lot of my followers where I was on my bed and I had like my I had the stripper clip with 5 rounds.
Oh yeah, that might have been
in my sock, and I basically like I like pulled up my skirt and like took it out, and then I loaded it by stripper clip my M14 because the M14 has a stripper clip guide. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, most of my people.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Most of the people who know me from that video. Like, that's how I met a lot of my friends online, which is really funny.
Ah. Yeah, I was surprised you got into VTubing, actually. I was actually really happy to see you got into VTubing. So what did get you into that? Like, what made you decide to stream and become a VTuber?
So, long story short, when I was, like, growing up and everything, and I was watching YouTube, you know, I always thought I would just make long-form Let's Play content with no face cam, nothing on the screen, just the game, right? Because that's the kind of stuff I enjoyed watching. And, later on, right. I actually...
Alright.
Huh?
Favorite Let's Player?
Oh, I liked Super Best Friends a lot, to be honest.
Good choice.
They were definitely my favorite. They were pretty much my reasoning for wanting to do long form, like Let's Play, like a whole gameplay, you know, in parts, that type of stuff. So yeah, they were definitely my favorites. But basically, like, fast forward to when I started using Twitter and everything, I never actually really watched any VTubers before I became one, and mainly because I became friends with some, and then, you know, I like to try to watch other streams and everything. But the thing is, like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my brain working.
It's all good. Look, it's good. It's good. Listen, this is a chill environment. Relax.
No, I know. So my the person who showed me, I basically would see clips of VTubers, and I would be like, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. I wish I could do that. And to be honest with you, I didn't believe anyone would really like me. I don't like my voice personally. I know some people are okay with it, but and I didn't know how to get into it or anything, you know. So it was one of those things where it's like, oh, I'll probably never be able to do that. But really, what happened was, you know him, Phalanx6. I watched his stream. They invited me to come watch a stream and everything, and I had so much fun just as a viewer interacting, like, in the chat and everything, that I realized, like, if I do make, like, content like this, I would rather it be live streaming and not, because I like the audience interaction. That's my favorite part. So, but, you know, then what wound up happening was I met some other people, and, Pink Zombie ate you. You might know her. She's one of my friends. She's a VTuber. Right, yeah. Well, she's the one who told me. She's the one who helped me find the model maker for my model, and I didn't realize. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't realize how easy it actually was to get into it. So I did start with PNG tubing, but, you know, I think it was my 25th stream or something. I moved over to live 2D and everything. So yeah, it's just it's been a great experience overall, and I've been really enjoying it. But that's basically how I got into it.
Nice. How you been enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I really love it. It's I don't know. It's one of those things that are weird, because I know for a fact, like, 2 years ago, I know this sounds kind of lame and everything, but I literally was jealous of, like, every single VTuber that existed. It didn't matter if no one was watching them. It's like, I see them doing it, and it looked like something I would just never be able to do, and I felt bad, so... You know what I mean? So the fact that I'm doing it now, I wish I could just go back in time and, like, show myself that I actually have a model and stuff, you know?
I remember when I first wanted to become a VTuber actually was before VTubing even like really fully kicked off. So before Face Connect, before V Shoujo, there was Kizunu Ai, right? And then there was Kagaya Luna.
Ah, the
And-
original.
Yep. And then there was actually the first English VTuber who now goes under a different name working for Hololive, Natsume Moe. She was the first English VTuber. At least the first mainstream. Well, not mainstream. You know what I mean.
Like
But
a
many people
pioneer,
see
you
her-
mean?
Yeah, she was a pioneer. Many people called her the fairy godmother of English VTubers.
That's cool.
And then she now works under a different name. She is Shiori Novella for Hololive Tempest. She's the she's the very weird, quirky goth dommy mommy Menhera girl for the newest generation of Hololive English. But yeah. Definitely go check her out if you haven't, if you like Hololive. She's pretty cool. Very, very chill atmosphere with her streams. But yeah, I remember when VTubing first came out, I'm like, I want to get into it, but it's so fucking expensive. Because at the time, you had to fucking pay an arm and a leg wearing a full capture suit and all that shit.
Oh, that's one of the things that kind of put me off originally. Like I thought it was kind of like back in the day. I didn't know that they had a bunch of model makers out there just doing, you know, commission work and stuff for pretty cheap, honestly.
Oh yeah, it's actually a lot cheaper to be a VTuber now than it was in the beginning. It's
I don't
great because like
know.
the thing is
I guess it depends on who you go with.
I mean, I meant
I
like
mean, that is true.
starting out.
Yeah, it is a lot cheaper nowadays. I guess it's mostly just like I think on like model commissions versus like how it used to be, but it's like you have so many more resources to work with nowadays, so many more programs, and just everything's cheap now.
Nah, you don't have to spend millions to be a famous VTuber. I mean, some of the best VTubers out there actually still use VRoid.
Honestly, too, it's super easy to get started just doing PNG tubing. That's what I started with, and like I usually tell people if they don't really have a lot of money around for like a model and stuff, and they don't want to get in with the webcam and stuff, just try PNG tubing and get started.
Do not.
It didn't hurt me.
I repeat. Do not ever decide to start getting into VTubing and spend a ton of money starting out.
No.
That is
Always make sure you like it first.
That is a very good way to end up wasting a lot of money for very little gain.
Yeah.
That's what Pink told me. That's why she hooked me up with a pretty decent budget model and everything. I was like looking at all the crazy model makers and everything. She's like, no, not that one. Don't do that. Not now.
Don't
You
go
didn't
too
even start your
crazy.
stream yet.
It's like buying a car and your mom or your dad are just like, all right, listen, no, you're not gonna get a Porsche. We're gonna start you out with a Prius. And then you're gonna work your way up.
What kind of freaking yuppie parents do you have? My parents were
I
just
don't
like,
know. I was
my
trying to
parents were
make a
just like,
joke.
here's your dad's old truck. Maybe it runs. I don't know. Have fun. Get on that road.
Or your dad would be like, all right, listen here. This is my old Chevy pickup truck. All right, I can't guarantee whether or not this baby's gonna run. As long as I got 4 wheels and it runs, it's all that matters. I ain't got no money to get you them flashy cars. Just start out with this.
Then I ended up.
I don't know
Then
what
I
the
ended
fuck
up.
I was trying to go with that.
Then I ended up totaling the thing, and before I could honorably disembowel myself from the shame, the police TDO'd me.
Fucking A.
You know how I got my first car? I found it in a parking lot.
That's-
Some customer was coming in. He had a for sale sign on a black Ford Ranger. And it was the parking lot of the job I worked at. That was the only way I found my first car. It was just the weirdest thing ever.
Honestly, most of my stuff is just kind of fallen
That
into my
is-
lap. I've had 3 cars now, and
Same, 3.
like I am like
All used.
like yeah, all of my car. I don't think any of my cars are like over 10 years or sub 10 years old. Like seriously, they're all. My current car, 2001.
Really?
Yeah, 2001.
The way mine worked, it was the first one was 1999, then 2000, and then my current one's 2008.
My house is a freaking 86. I live in an RV.
Yeah, Shiroi lives in RV.
Yeah, so it's but it's like this thing was made in 1986. Everything is used, and not like kind of used. It's just really used.
Well, it was also featured in Spaceballs.
No, actually, that was not a Winnebago.
Sometimes, though, new construction
Wait,
houses are a scam. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
The house I'm in currently, I really feel like they put the wrong door on because there's like no window or anything. You have to like exit the house to see who's at the front door. It is the stupid. Whoever built this house is an idiot. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, no!
That's
Yeah,
the
no,
same
the
with
Eagle
my current
5
house.
was a Winnebago. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So next question. So what are your hobbies outside of streaming?
Dang it,
Besides, you know, cosplay.
Oh
firearms?
god, I actually do live in the Eagle 5. Oh god.
There you go. See? Now all you need is a Mog.
I can't afford a roommate.
You need to get like a hairy sidekick.
I can't afford the roommate. There's not enough space in here for more than one person. There's barely enough space for one person. Most people would be
You know,
like,
it'd be kinda fu-
most people could not live like this.
You know, it'd be kind of funny. Now, Disney will never fucking allow this shit because Disney doesn't like creativity. But it'd be so funny if they did a stoner parody movie with Star Wars and it's just Han Solo ripping a big fucking bong. Getting a big rip of the bong and lets out a huge cloud and he goes, "That's some good shit, Chewie."
I can see that.
Okay, I might have something that I might just, that I might actually put on my throne now.
What's that?
The Eagle 5 license plate.
Do it. Do it. Do it. That does sound like Robot Chicken sketch.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida, so I'm not legally. I can put whatever I want on my front license plate.
Shira, that means you have the Wild Wasteland perk.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because Florida's got all the weird shit going on there.
Me
Yeah,
too,
basically, yeah.
Oni Dylan.
Oh my god.
I had
Yeah,
to escape from New York though. I had to pull a Snake Plissken before I get to be Florida woman.
There you go. You have to earn the right. You have to earn the right to be Florida woman. Alrighty, so
Hey, people see my, they see the bumper on my car. They see the age of my RV. They know to fear me. They see the
Alright,
fact that I
so,
haven't had an oil change in years. I don't care anymore.
Oh dear God. So Betty, what are your hobbies outside of streaming and cosplay?
So I definitely touched on them. I'll reiterate though, because I could get into a little more detail. Well, I don't even know if I really can, but no. Okay, so there is the streaming, VTubing, there's cosplaying, and then it's really mostly music. So playing the electric guitar, the drums, and the bass, and of course, just listening to metal. That's the genre I like. Which, yeah, there's a million subgenres of metal, but I don't know. I like all kinds of stuff. Like Black Sabbath and Judas Priest, Meshuggah, Gojira, Creator. There's a lot of different bands I like. Crowbar's a great band. Yeah, what's up?
Did you know Sabaton's currently touring with Judas Priest?
Oh my god, I would love to see that. Yeah, Optimistic Ani Dylan is asking my favorite band. So yeah, like Yeah, I said a few, but yeah, like Judas Priest, you know, Sabaton too. I saw a Sabaton concert in 2018. My brother, it was one of my favorite
Loved
experiences.
fucking seeing that
That
shit live.
that was the tour I actually learned about the band Creator too, because they were touring with them, and I thought they were really cool. But I also love Gojira, Crowbar. There's another band not a lot of people know because they're very obscure, but they're called Transmission Zero, and they're like a sludge metal band. They only did 2 albums, but they're really cool. More not really sludge metal, more like post rock type stuff. Anyway, though,
Right.
Sabaton
That
live
sounds
is great.
cool.
I agree.
Oh, they're fucking great live. I love, dude. When I went to go see them, I saw them at a dingy old theater in Philadelphia, and I just remember they turn out the lights, and then they make it look like there's searchlights, and then you hear the droning sound of like old B-52, or not B-52s, B-25s.
Oh,
and then you hear, or 17s, and then you hear the air raid sound.
nah, they're not only is
And
their
then
music really good, their
so
showmanship is
cool.
off the charts. You know.
It's so fucking cool. The stage was set up like there were fortifications with barbed wire and shit, and then like the lights would flash as explosions are going off, and then they come in through the smoke. They're like, "We are Sabaton. We play heavy metal." And then they start with Ghost
Yeah,
Order.
yeah, it's so hyped up,
Oh,
man.
fucking love
I don't
that.
know if the bassist still uses it, but at the time, at least, I saw them in 2018. It's kind of cool because the bassist uses the same guitar body as my actual electric guitar, which is the ESP LTD F50 shape. I only bring it up because it's my favorite shape. It's very, it's a type of shape. If you look up like the LTD or ESP LTD F-50, the thing I really love about it is it's a very metal looking guitar without being too over the top. You know what I mean?
Oh,
There
it's
are
fucking
some metal guitars that are just a little too over the top, and I'm a metalhead, but it's like it becomes a cartoon at some point. Speaking about a cartoon though, Death Clock. Even though they're just a cartoon band, that is
They're
one
a
of my
good band.
favorite bands too.
I listen to Death Clock when I play Helldivers, actually.
They're unbelievably good. They're better than some like just regular metal bands. It's crazy.
Oh fuck yeah!
But yeah, back to just to wrap up though, like yeah, my hobbies and everything. It's mostly music and firearms outside of VTubing and cosplaying. So yeah, that's I know the thing is I do like playing video games. It's just right now at this point in my life I have no free time. So when I play games, it's gonna be on stream. You know what I mean? At least for right now.
That's me most days, honestly. I don't get a lot of time off anymore, especially right now in my current situation.
I waste way too much time playing games off stream. I need to like cut back on it.
Speaking of which,
It's like I say to myself, I'm just gonna do my dailies in Fortnite and Helldivers, and then next thing I know, oh, where'd all the time go?
Yeah, you've been really addicted to Helldivers lately.
Not as much right now, because I've kind of figured out, because I've got most of it experienced, but like, you know, once like the next really big update comes though, I'm definitely gonna be popping back in. Especially once the next faction pops up.
You know the current major order, you gotta blow up an entire fucking bug planet.
Oh, is that what we're going for?
Yeah, they're nuking a planet.
So are we gonna spaghettify Meridia?
Pretty much.
I was kind of okay. Unironically, I'm kind of hoping that like we get like a localized singularity launcher or something. Because they were talking about it like some like you know like something we could use to shoot black holes or something like that. Because they mentioned weaponizing it. And I thought it'd be kind of cool, you know.
Sorry, my dad just walked in. I had to mute my mic.
I think it'd probably suck
Get the
anyways.
fuck outta here.
That's how it is with Helldivers. It feels like.
Some days is good. Other days, Helldivers will just kick your ass.
And my main issue is just like the balancing of it feels a little bit like, you know, fun's not really considered in some regards as much. I don't know.
I fucking love Helldivers though.
Oh,
It's still good. I need to play it again. But yeah, so preferred games to stream though. Like what are your preferred games, Bay?
Yeah, I don't really know. I know. So
I know you played Mortal Kombat. I know you played Dead Rising.
yeah, it's honestly, it's mostly the games I usually choose, unless it's a suggestion from my audience. A lot of it is stuff that I played growing up, and it's usually, I wouldn't say obscure games, but it's also stuff that I know my audience might not have grown up with and seen. So I do like to share like games I'm really passionate about that I've been playing like freaking for, 10 to 20 years since they came. There's just certain games I'll always want to put on. So like yeah, I my first stream ever was Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and I that's my favorite Mortal Kombat game.
That.
So yeah, and then Dead Rising is probably my favorite game. Period. If I had to pick just one, which is really hard because you always get different feelings for what type of game you want to play. But yeah, if I had to like be in an abandoned island with one game, oh, what about the electricity, dumbass? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like I would pick Dead Rising. That game has like unlimited replay value in my opinion.
Oh, Dead Rising, yeah, it does. So
I would. Oh no, go ahead. No, I'll just real quick. I might as well.
No, go ahead.
No, I know. I'm actually notoriously bad at like just rambling, so I think I'm not doing too bad of a job today.
I mean, cool, rambling. There's nothing wrong with rambling on here. Everybody here rambles.
No, I know, but I want to definitely give you guys time to talk. It's your show.
We talk a lot on here.
The guest is the main focus, so
I guess that's true. But yeah. No, I was just saying, no, I do want to do Dead Rising 2 on my channel, but I wanted to give people a little bit of a break, because when I did Dead Rising, I was doing nothing but Dead Rising for, like, over a month, so Dead Rising 2 will come at some point, but for now, I've really just been playing, Raifu Wars, which is a cool game. The people, yeah, it's like a, strategy game that's really cute, like these cute artwork and chibis and stuff. It's like almost like a board game type of thing. You roll the die and thing, but the people who made the game actually contacted me and said they liked my like streaming persona and everything. So Raifu Wars, yeah, that's cool. And I started playing that. It wasn't like a sponsored thing or anything. They gave me a couple of Steam keys to, get one and try it out and everything. They didn't even ask me to stream it, but I did, and it actually was a really good stream. So, and then the other thing I do right now, every Friday, I've been doing like a Stardew Valley community stream. And people could come and go, but usually two of my server members usually join for that.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so that's what's been going on for now. All I care about in Stardew Valley is parsnips. I'm waiting for parsnip season to come back. Damn it. Farming games are definitely cozy, I agree.
I just never could get into them. I don't know. I think it's just not stressful enough. I have a problem.
Yeah, it's all personal preference. There's a lot of really popular games. Like the one type of genre I just could never get into, and to be fair, I really don't play multiplayer anymore. I prefer co-op because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to spend time playing a game to get stressed out anymore. That was okay when I was a kid and I had more time, but now it's like
I prefer PvP. I prefer co-op to PvP because co-op is just more fun.
I like teaming up with a human against the AI. That's my thing. But what the hell was my original point? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
So even back then when I used to play multiplayer games, I'd play like the older Call of Duties. Honestly, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was the last COD game I actually enjoyed. But, I played that. I played Battlefield games and stuff. Even when I was playing multiplayer, the one type I could never get into were, like, hero shooters. I don't know why. It's just never been my thing.
Yeah, Overwatch wasn't really my scene either.
I considered it for a bit there, but then, like, the Blizzard stuff happened, the Hong Kong stuff happened with Blizzard, and I'm just like,
Overwatch is overrated.
I hope Blizzard's CEO dies in a fire. Anyways.
In Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
I agree for a second. One of the things too, this is really nitpicky, I know, but I don't like the style of that game. The characters just look like gross to me. They look like plastic or something. I don't know. It's just a nitpick. It's really the gameplay I could never get behind, you know? The whole thing, when I play a shooter, like, the thing I loved about the old Call of Duty games was, like, you kind of had, like, factions, and then you had generic soldiers. I never saw them as being clones and stuff, even though they really are. My whole thing that irks me is when you start doing a hero shooter where you have, like, a named character with a backstory and a special ability, and then there's, like, 9 of them running around the screen at once. It doesn't work in my brain. You know what I mean?
Honestly, for me, I feel like the lore just gets kind of boring, too. Like, they're kind of obsessed with the lore, it feels like to me, in the hero shooters side of things, especially. But, like, none of it exists in game. You know what I mean?
I agree, Dylan. GTA
yeah, every
Online
game that's happening isn't, like, canon to a story, right? It's a multiplayer game. Anything can happen.
We should do GTA Online one of these days.
Yeah, Overwatch got tedious. I liked it at first. I mean, mostly because there was some nice asses to stare at, but...
Hey! Toxic male!
I don't give a shit.
Tell ya.
You can lick my balls.
Come on.
Right.
I was very tempted to say something that would make everybody very uncomfortable, but that's aside from the point.
Yeah, no. No, but seriously though, like, if anyone has a problem, I don't mind fan service in games. I really don't. I don't see why people find a problem with it. Most people enjoy playing as hot characters.
Oh,
anyway.
I'm never horny, Painkiller. I just like doing stuff that makes everybody uncomfortable.
Let's see.
Sorry, aside, that couldn't have been me. I'm using push to mute because I am notoriously hated for using speakers instead of headphones.
You really should get some headphones.
Hey, what's up, Audrey?
Like,
I didn't mean push to mute. I meant push to talk. Real quick, let me just clarify on that. There's something very weird about me where I don't like using headphones because I picture myself yelling into a microphone in an empty room, and I'd rather the sound of the game and everything fill the room. And I'm a little annoyed because my speakers used to not be picked up on my microphone when I'm on Discord and everything. Now it does. So I don't know what happened. So I've been stuck with push to talk for a little bit.
They might be too high, yeah.
Maybe you should consider bone induction headphones.
Those are good.
I use them at work a lot.
Yeah, they're great. So, yeah, who are your VTuber inspirations? Like, do you have any VTubers in particular that you look to for, like, inspiration for your content or anything like that?
So I did touch upon that before. Sorry, I had to cough. That's another good thing about push to talk. I could cough without, annoying everyone with my terrible. I'm not a smoker, but my family smoked around me since birth, so I might as well be. I have the cough, But yeah, I did touch upon it. Like I said, I honestly did not watch any VTubers prior to becoming a VTuber. And the main thing is I would see clips on Twitter and stuff, and I just thought, wow, that looks like a lot of fun to be a VTuber. But I would definitely say, because she helped me actually, like, find out how to get this model and get started and everything, I'd say Pink Zombie's probably my biggest inspiration when it comes to all
Pink
this.
Zombie's great.
She's very nice. I actually went to the range with her recently and another friend, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, her and Creeper, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I would. It's not like I saw her VTubing before. Well, that's not true. I actually did, because I was still a PNG tuber at the time. She kind of pushed me to the live 2D side of things. Like, oh, you can do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would consider her, because she was really the only VTuber I watched before becoming one. So that would be the closest to say she's my biggest inspiration for this. For
Gotcha.
As far as that goes,
Right. So,
For what it's worth,
now we're gonna go
Sinister,
into a
we
little more.
never are on track of what's being talked about.
I mean, that's true. So now we're gonna go into the more base specific questions outside of the generic ones we usually start out with.
All right.
Oh, Fly Guy, kind of guy. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Jake.
Uh,
How you doing?
Aw.
Look, I'm on a show. Isn't that cool?
I've been wanting to get her on here for a while now, actually.
Oh, you should. You would love Jake. He's awesome. I know you said
Yeah,
you
I've
wanted to
seen his art.
expand. You said you wanted to expand not just VTubers. You wanted to get some other types of people on it. I think that's probably a good thing. That way you could, it's
Yeah.
you get more different types of people and everything on everything. I think it will probably be good. I think you would
yeah.
love Jake. He'd be a lot of fun to have on. Trust me.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
But yeah, let's see. So now we're gonna go into the cosplay question. So how did you get into cosplaying? Like, what got you into that?
It was really just mostly because of anime, because it was kind of that and seeing other cosplayers, but like there were only a couple of cosplayers that actually really like saw that like inspired me. But it's kind of weird because like at the time when I was seeing them and stuff, and I was thinking about starting cosplaying and everything, it was one of those things where it's like, you get a lot of the self-doubts, like, I don't think anyone's even gonna like me, what's the point, So it really took a long time to actually get the confidence up to even attempt it. But it was the easiest way to describe my desire to do that and everything. It's mainly because of certain anime characters that I really, really like and kind of relate to. I wanted to I wanted to be a cosplayer for them, and kind of one of my main things is I would like to make fans of certain characters I enjoy happy with my cosplay. So especially like with M14 and Ishion from Apote. M14 from Girls Frontline, Ishion from Apote. Like it's kind of one of my dreams to be like a popular M14 and Ishion for those communities, you know what I mean? So it's it's one of those things, it's not good to focus too much on, being popular, but that's eventually what my goal is, because I would love for people to have I don't know, if they like me enough, to have oh cool, it's an M14 cosplayer, it's that kind of thing. So yeah, that's a lot of it though. It's mostly characters that I kind of like relate to and see part of myself in and stuff like that. Ishion's kind of funny because she's very similar to my she's probably, if I had to pick a like literally me character, it would be her, because we have a lot of the same humor with the puns and everything, and just I don't know, I feel like she would be, as much as an anime character can be similar to a real person, she's the closest to me.
I get you. So actually, yeah, this next question. So Dylan was actually going to ask this. Do you go to conventions for your cosplays?
I have never been to a convention. I would love to go. Yeah, I would absolutely love to go. I've only been cosplaying since, what was it? I think either late 2021 or early 2022. And even then, for like the first year, I only really had like a generic Saifuku. I would pose with like my different firearms and stuff, and I didn't actually cosplay a character really until M14. And but yeah, no, I've never really been to an anime convention. My best friend, he still lives in New York, and he would always send me. It's like once I left, he started going to them, and I just like. I felt so left out and bad. Like, why didn't you take me to one when I was there and all that shit? It's one of those things where like I would love to go, not alone though. I would want to go with a friend, and I might be able to this year sometime. So, I would love to go as M14. The issue is that fucking wig is so hard to keep. Not that, oh god, it's unbelievable. It's like a
hard to
4.
keep it on there.
Yeah, it's 4 feet long, and it just tangles just from breathing on it. You know, I don't want to ruin it and everything. And I'm hoping I could try
I
to
get it.
figure out how to maintain it and stuff like that. But I don't know. It might
Yeah,
honestly
wigs
be,
I hear are a pain in the ass.
especially one that long. That thing hurts my neck if I wear it too long. It's like fucking 5 pounds. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
But I love that outfit. I love the cosplay and everything. So you know. Cons are fun, but vendor rooms leave you yeah, I know. That's another thing. I don't think I'd want to go to a con, like, on an empty wallet.
Oh, vendor rooms will fucking rob you of your fucking money, man. If you... Well, I wouldn't say rob you. They drain you of your money, man. They really fucking do. Shit.
Hey, so do gun shows.
Yeah, that too. Well, that too. Yeah. I want to go to a gun show. Maybe when I move to Texas, I'll attend one.
I've been to either 2 or 3. I don't remember now, but I go at Creeper sometimes, you know, when they have them, and they're I'm not there's probably some really really big ones, like huge like conventions and stuff for that stuff. The one we go to, it's not that big. They have probably like 20 to 30 tables and stuff, but they always have such cool things. And I'm not trying to go off on a tangent, but I am a big fan of Milsurp guns, and every time I see the Milsurp guns, you know, old like World War II bolt action rifles and stuff, ugh. The only one I have right now is a Type 38 Arasaka, and I actually got interested in that rifle because of the Anime Girls Last Tour.
I think they are, aren't they?
The Type 38 Arasaka, they're not extremely rare. It's mostly, one of the things you'll notice is if you go on like on a site to buy them or something, like have them shipped to your FFL, obviously. But sometimes you'll find some that are called trainers. You do not want to ever chamber live ammunition in those and shoot them, because they have a smooth bore. They were made to chamber the 6.5 by 50 millimeter SR cartridge. And you will blow the rifle up. And this is a tangent, I'm so sorry, but one of the issues that the Type 30, the Arasakas in general, they got a bad reputation back in the day in the Milsurp community, because GIs after the war brought back a bunch of trainers, didn't check the bore for some reason, and started putting the ammo and shooting them. They're like, oh, them damn Type 38s, they blow up, they're crap Japanese garbage, you know what I'm saying? And the funniest thing, what's ironic about it is they tested them after the war, and it's one of the strongest actions of like any bolt action rifle in the war. Really? So it's just, yeah, that's just a little trivia but my whole thing about the Type. No, go ahead.
Yeah, my understanding was that they were like pretty much any Arasaka gun is incredibly difficult to get a hold of because Japan doesn't sell them.
Well, the Type 38 was the Imperial Japanese like main rifle from. I don't know the exact. I'm not the best with military history. I'm not really a military history nerd. I'm just a firearms nerd. But the war that they were involved in before World War I believe they adopted the Type 38, and all the way up until their defeat in World War II, they still actually used them. But they haven't been in production since the end of World War II. Yeah. But no,
yeah,
the thing is, they're very popular. Like on the I shouldn't say they're very popular. They're around on the used market, going around the Milsurp community and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you could get them. They're not extremely rare. There's some they have the series of Arasaka rifles. There are some that are definitely more rare than others, like the Type 30 Arasaka, which was developed before before World War I. Those are definitely more rare because they're a lot older, and the reason, I don't know about Japanese eras and everything and years, but the reason it's the Type 30 and Type 38 was it's because of the era of the Emperor's reign and everything. I believe someone could correct me if I'm wrong on that, but. You know, it's like the 30th year of the whatever period, the 38th year of, you know what I'm saying? A cool fun fact, though, the Type 30 bayonet that was made for the Type 30 Arasaka, can be mounted on the Type 30, Type 38, and Type 99. It's all the same bayonet lug.
Oh, nice. Oh, also, Phalanx, thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, hi.
We're filming episode M14 of Schizzo Sessions with our guest, Bay M14. With my lovely co-host, Natsushirai. If you have not given her a follow, please go give her a follow. Her name is linked in the description. Same with Bay. Not the description, I'm sorry, in the title. They're highlighted, Bay's highlighted in green, Shiroi's highlighted in pink. Click on both of those to follow their channels.
Thanks, Razor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I just want to say, by the way, like, you guys are really cool to hang out with. Thank you for having me on.
Aww.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we try to be cool.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You right there, Shira?
No.
You sent a little horse there.
I'm very tired. That's kind of the problem right now.
Oh, I understand that. I am too.
It's completely understandable.
Sorry I've been a little bit quiet.
No, it's okay. So, I know you do the Ishion cosplay, and you've done the M14 cosplay, but have you done any other cosplays outside of that?
Yeah, not really. Besides just generic outfits and stuff. You know, generic saifukus and things like that. I actually do have a Rin Tosaka cosplay, and then a official one, if you could believe that. I used to like Genshin Impact a lot. I probably will never wear that one and upload it. I'm too self-conscious.
Fine.
Yeah, no, as far as other characters I would really like to cosplay, though, I definitely want to be known for M14 and Ishion primarily.
Gotcha.
Those are definitely the characters I associate with the most. One other character I definitely would love to do is Karumi Ebisuzawa from School Live, because she's my favorite character, and that's from my favorite anime. It's also known as Gakko Garashi. I actually have she's a character that has like a shovel. It's a very specific shovel that has an orange blade and a red handle with like a wooden shaft. And I went crazy trying to find this shovel, because one of the things, and this is kind of like what I was talking about with how I watched Girls Last Tour, and I was like, oh, I need a Type 38 now. I want to have Yuri's rifle. The best way to sell me a product is like to just have it featured in an anime I like. Because it's kind of weird, like, I don't know if anyone else relates, but you know how you could, like, buy merchandise? Like, you could buy, like, a t-shirt, like, a picture of a character you like or something. That stuff is cool to me, but it always, for some reason, it always was cooler to me to actually have, like, a real-life physical version of an object that appears in the show. So, to circle back to what I was saying with the shovel and everything, I actually found out it's a real shovel design that they only sell in Japan for some reason. So I used a proxy I don't even know how they let me do this, but I used a proxy service that is meant for, like, fucking anime figures and like, Japan market only, like, anime goods. And I'm like, oh, I want this shovel. It has not, it's just, you know, and they sent it. And I'm like, oh, cool, I have Karumi's shovel now. So yeah, I would, I've done some cosplays with the shovel, with the generic Saifuku, but as far as actually, like, Karumi's outfit, I don't have that yet, but that's definitely a character I would love to cosplay, because she's my favorite character in my favorite anime.
Nice.
So that's pretty much the only one that's kind of on my list besides M14 and Ishion, at least for now.
Right. Nice. Also, welcome back, Russian. Let's see here. So, yeah, that pretty much... Yeah, that... Okay, so I pretty much answered the same question twice there. So let's go and move over to gun questions.
Sure.
So, I know you're a big fan of battle rifles.
Yes.
Why battle rifles specifically, other than the fact that they just sound cool when you fire them off? You know, the firepower and all.
So I heard there was a battle rifle here. Yeah, me. I'm literally a battle rifle. No, hi Creeper. It really so if you trace it back to the root cause, it is the M14. However, branching out from that, battle rifles just are my even the M14 is my favorite firearm to ever exist. Period. But battle rifles as an actual like designation and everything, like a a type of firearm, if you will. I like them in general. Just I really love so as far as like a NATO round goes, I love 7.62 by 51. 7.62 by 51 and 308 is my favorite rifle round. It's a lot of fun, and then I really there's kind of a lot of different reasons that go into why I prefer like battle rifles. One of the things I'll say is I also really love the Cold War like era of firearms. That's my favorite like era of firearms. If I have to pick one, there's a lot of stuff I like from World War II. And hey, there's nothing against it. I don't. It's cool and everything, but the whole like all the tactical type of stuff is not particularly my wheelhouse or whatever.
That's perfectly fine.
The main because I'm a sucker for milsurp. Like I love a traditional rifle stock with no pistol grip. I just to raise a weapon like that in shoulder, it just feels so nice and like natural to me. But then again, a lot of the NATO battle rifles do have a pistol grip. The FNFAL, the G3, all that stuff. I really like the Spanish Setme a lot. Yeah, I like a really heavy rifle that fires, something like 7.62 by 51. And another thing, I love really long rifles. I just like like
long boys.
Yeah, it's I don't know, there's something about it that I just love holding a weapon out like that and just, shooting at the range or whatever. So I'd like the FNFAL. Yeah, the FNFAL is cool. It's just not my favorite. The AR-10 when it's wooden furniture, yeah, those are cool too.
They do look nice. What I forget the name of that one AR platform weapon. It's a Russian AR. Let's get that wood furniture on it. I forget the name of it because it's common in Tarkov, and I can't fucking remember the fucking thing.
I bet you Creeper would know. He knows like everything about that
knows.
stuff.
Okay, yeah, the 8R. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the AS Val. No. I'm talking like Armalite rifle, not assault rifle.
Yeah, I hope I answered that in kind of like a not so what do you call it?
You're fine.
Why can't I think of convoluted way? You know what I mean?
Nah, you're fine.
But so by the way, I do just want to say one thing. That doesn't mean I only like battle rifles. And just to give you a polar opposite example of something like an M14, I also really am a big fan of the VHS-2. And I do have one.
Yeah,
of course, it's a Springfield Armory Hellion, because they have to have the weird naming convention, but I just like to call it a VHS-2, honestly.
I'm not really a fan of VHS. The quality reduction is it's just not worth any of the other aspects.
Well, the thing is with this type of VHS she's talking about, you can't rewind getting shot.
Yeah.
That was a bad pun, I'm sorry.
No, it's funny. I love shit like that. No, I don't know. That's my favorite bullpup rifle. I do like bullpups a lot. That's my favorite one, definitely. And it would probably be a very long time before I tried to get a different type of bullpup. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'll give you the reason why I like bullpups. And it's 100% because of the original Killzone on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
They had so many guns that were bullpups in that game. I just thought it was so cool, Oh my god, the magazine is behind the trigger? And I know that's not the only reason why. It's, the action and everything. But, I'm a little kid, so... I
don't know. Bullpups are just weird.
They definitely are. They're not conventional, literally, you know what I mean?
I just don't know. I'm just not a fan of them, I guess. I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I kind of got into bullpups from the FAMAS from Metal Gear
Hey.
Solid.
The BM59 is not a better version of M14, damn it. That thing is an M1 Garand. It's a I don't care that it's chambered
Oh,
in
gosh,
7.62 by
you got
51. It's a long stroke gas piston system. The M14 is a short stroke gas piston system. The BM59, stop comparing me to that damn Italian thing, because it's more like the M1 Garand, damn it. Sorry.
Mamma mia, spaghetti Ferrari, bappity beepy.
It's funny because I'm
I
actually...
feel like Italian guns are always really good. Like,
Well, they
I love the
are. They
shotguns.
definitely are.
Oh, the shotguns are fucking.
I don't know what it is. It's just for some reason, like all the coolest guns seem to come out of Italy for some reason.
Yeah, the Spas 12 is cool. The Benelli M4 is fucking great.
I
You know
thought
what's funny? That
wasn't the Spaz 12 Austrian? Am I wrong about that?
no, it's Italian.
Oh, all right. I don't know what the hell, where I got
Girls
that
Front
from.
Line, they actually, Spas 12, her personality is that she's an Italian chef.
Yeah.
Before
I
she became a PMC T-doll.
I don't know where the hell I got that from, by the way. I'm thinking of something else, I think.
Nah, it's okay. But funny thing about the Benelli M4 shotgun, and this is pretty base, the Marine Corps is always pretty fucking base when it comes to certain things. So, Shiro, you'll like this too. So, they gave the Marines this semi-automatic shotgun, and they told them, you can only use this to breach doors. You can't use it on people. So, do you know what the Marine Corps did as a workaround? Every time a shotgunner fucking killed a Taliban or Iraqi army soldier, they counted the kills as them destroying a door.
Oh my god. There you go, problem solved, I guess.
Yeah, that way they wouldn't get tried for war crimes or anything like that.
Wait,
That's
what about
crazy.
it was a war crime? What about the gun was a war crime?
I don't think
So-
shotguns are allowed in the Geneva Convention or something.
Yeah, because Germany was really salty about it during World War One.
That's freaking stupid.
You know, I know maybe
know.
I know this is silly and everything, and it's just a hypothetical. But what if you used slugs? Like, would that be like not? You know what I mean? I mean, come on.
I mean,
Slugs,
that's just a
slugs are
massive
freaking
bullet.
messy. Jeez.
I fucking love shotguns because of how versatile they are. Like,
It's a
you can make
big
different
hole in the
shells
guy.
for different things. Oh, I know. Like, you can make a shotgun shell and fucking fill it with pennies and fucking shoot a motherfucker with that.
Dude, that would be
My-
awful. Oh my god.
My dad.
You know you can do that in New Vegas.
I'd call that.
You could take the
I'd call
Legion
that the.
things,
I'd call that one the make it hail round.
or the make it rain.
No, make it hail.
Make it
My
hail.
dad
Oh,
made a
cool,
joke
God.
the other day that he would like put like slugs in a shotgun shell and have like slug buckshot or something. I don't fucking. It
Dude,
was
there,
stupid.
there's some weird shells.
Another one that I've heard,
Go
I think was like, it was like called Everything But the Kitchen Sink, and it just had like a ton of different types of shells in it.
That's awesome. My favorite thing I've seen someone do with a shotgun shell. Someone made slugs out of Flex Seal.
Oh no.
They took Flex Seal, they put it in a mold, and yeah, they did that shit. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, ain't it?
The
You know what
shotgun
intrigued-
is just a modern blunderbuss.
Oh, it
Fine.
really fucking
You
is.
you put
I
a
love
bunch of
shotgun
random
shells.
garbage down the barrel, pull the trigger, and it shreds everything.
Did you see how, like, during the American Revolution, because we were low on cannonballs, what they used to do, they would just put silverware down the fucking cannon and just
Yeah,
fire that
I've
shit.
heard
That's
of that
awesome.
one. I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
That's basically
Yeah,
just
it's
what
fucking great.
blunderbusses work. You just
You
put
shot a
random
stop
junk
sign
in
with
there.
it? Don't worry, it was our stop sign. Okay, that's good. I love committing... Yeah, who doesn't love committing war crimes? War crimes are fun. And it's not really a war crime if you win.
Hey, look, all
As
I'm
long as you
saying
don't
is, you know,
lose.
we're just doing our civic duty and following the Geneva checklist.
Yo, hey, M16A1, you replaced me. So all of that, you could take the blame for that. I'm out.
Okay, M16's not gonna be happy when I say this. So when I was playing Arma 3, when I was on tour in Vietnam in Arma 3, I preferred using an M14 over the M16A1.
Yay!
Yeah, I remember you were ecstatic the one time you raided me, and our base was being overrun. And
That
I
game
was
looks so
defending it
cool
with an
too.
M14. You were like, "You're using me." You were like all happy. Oh, that was adorable.
Oh, Raging Russian. I do love the M60. It's one of my favorite light machine guns. Never got a chance to fire it, obviously though.
Such a good gun. It's so fucking good.
People say it's ugly, but that thing is one of the most aesthetically like cool looking light machine guns in my opinion. It's just cool.
Well, it was used by fucking Rambo, of course.
Yeah.
What when I play Far Cry, right? Specifically Far Cry 5, because the M60's in that, I used to do what I like to call the Rambo stealth build. So I'd get an M60, I'd put a suppressor on that bitch, I'd give it a high cap drum, right? And then I would use a bow and arrow, throwing knives, and various different types of booby traps. And that's how I would play the game. And then, like, I would have, like, one rocket launcher, like an RPG-7.
Do you want to know the? God. Do you want to know the one thing that irks me so bad in the Far Cry games?
What's that?
This goes beyond a nitpick for me because it actively assaults my mind and just bothers me. It's my OCD, I think, but the fact that they put the charging handle and the bolt and everything on the wrong side, especially with the M14, because it's like I'm so used to seeing my rifle in real life that I cannot picture it being like a left-handed model. It is so annoying! I want them to just make a mod that, like, mirrors it. Please! I'll literally play as a left-handed, like, character if I don't have to see that bolt sticking out in my, like, the charging handle in my line of sight. You know what I mean? It's just
I get what you mean.
It is not how that looks, and it's just... And I get it, they mirror things, because there's a bunch of different things. Like, yeah, they say for copyright, which I kind of doubt, because they're not calling it, like, a Springfield Armory M1A, you know what I mean? But one of the things, too, is, like, I feel like, personally, and I could be completely wrong, I'm not a game designer, but I feel like they kind of like the effect of seeing the rounds, like the spent cartridge, not spent cartridges, the spent casings fly across the screen. But it's like, I'd rather the gun just look and work the way it does, like the one that I have in my hands right now. You know, but whatever.
Oh, I understand that. I get very nitpicky with a lot of games, like when they have, like... Oh, the one thing that annoyed the fuck out of me was how the service rifle is reloaded in Fallout New Vegas.
I didn't get to play much in New Vegas. I was more of a Fallout 3 fan. So what can you tell me, like, how it worked?
Okay, so how you would reload it, instead of, like, pulling back the charging handle, they put a fucking bolt on the side.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's basically an M16A1 with wood furniture. That drove me nuts, but the mod pack I'm using changes that, thank God.
That's cool. My biggest nitpick, and I'm glad a lot of newer games over the years have been fixing this, is I always hated when you reload in a game, right? And no matter what, no matter how much ammunition in your magazine or what's in the chamber or not in the chamber, they always pull the charging handle. I hate that because, look, I get it, it's a game, you know, blah, 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 but it's when you know how a gun functions at its most basic level, just seeing the charging handle get pulled back and no, like, you know, cartridge is ejected or anything. It's annoying.
Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, yeah, thank you for... I wanted to save for the 800 announcement until, like, after the interview, but yeah.
Thank you, congrats, though. Congrats, Razor. It's really cool.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Your friend hurt himself loading an M14? How the hell did that happen? If you want to say. Yeah, one of the things I love about the
AAA
M14 in
titles
particular
get
is that it
into
has
your
a
game
stripper
because
clip
they're not
guide.
reaching out for anything like. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I like games like Gray Zone. I've been playing a lot of that lately. My chat knows I fucking love
Honestly,
me some Gray
one
Zone.
thing that I just find so frustrating about a lot of games is the fact that they just... It's really weird how a lot of AAA games don't do guns, like, at all correctly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the really popular ones, it never feels like they're even... Like, they just don't have good-looking guns in them for some reason.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not a huge fan of, like, the modern Call of Duties and stuff where they have, like...
Neither am I.
They have crazy-looking crap where, like, you know, like... I'm not even gonna say the Vanguard stuff. Everyone knows that, but... But no, but like even beyond that, just like some of the camos and stuff, like I don't really want like a tie-dye, you know, M16. It's just like a glowing neon. Like I thought camouflage was supposed to like help you blend in. You know what I mean? Like
Not stand out like a sore fucking thumb.
Nah, come on!
No,
If the gun doesn't have an anime wrap on it, it's not a good gun.
I mean, I will say, guilty pleasure. I do sometimes get the anime skin packs for Call of Duty just because.
Hey, Louis, the M14 doesn't actually have a bolt release. It has a bolt catch. It's if you press that, they do have a special attachment that you could actually purchase that acts like a bolt release. But on a stock M14 and the modern M1As even, it's not a bolt release. You can't press that to send the bolt go. It's a bolt catch. But yeah, are you saying they don't model that button? That it's like a latch. They don't model it on. I didn't really notice, but yeah, you might be right about that.
So, I was gonna say, so Shure, I'll let you. Let's see. I'll let you ask the second gun question.
Alright,
I've been the one asking most of the questions.
What are your favorite guns besides the M14?
So besides M14, I already touched upon it. The VHS-2, it's my favorite bullpup rifle. Some other ones, I don't own one currently, but I really love the AR-18. I would consider that my second favorite rifle. And if I ever do own one in the future, it's going to be an AR-180, which, is like the semi-auto only version, because I don't have 35 grand to drop on a transferable, class 3 gun, obviously. So, but yeah, I love the AR-18. And then my favorite handgun I currently own is it's called an Astra 357. That's literally just the model name. But it's a 350. I was gonna say 357. What the fuck, man? It's a 357 revolver. It's basically, I believe it's a Spanish copy of a Smith & Wesson Model 27. But the thing that's crazy to me about this gun is like I was telling you earlier, Razorwind, how like even with like a 158 grain full power 357 Magnum loads, it feels like you're shooting 38 special. Like you could shoot that thing with one hand and it's just, I don't know. And then you put the 38 specials in it. It's a lot. But anyway, you want to know the reason why I became in love with that gun, like in the begin with? Because of Astra from Girls Frontline. She's my second favorite doll. So I wanted to actually get the gun and yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's funny how like sometimes you'll find a gun that will be in your possession one day based on just nonsensical reasons like that. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other guns I like. I pretty much, I don't dislike any gun in particular. There's some I would say are lower on my list. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Glock handguns and, like, Sig Sauer handguns. But it doesn't mean I don't like them. I just, the thing is, like, I don't, a lot of things with guns is I appreciate, like, different aesthetics and stuff, but as far as actually practical, like, shooting them and stuff, I've shot Glocks and Sig handguns. They're just, I don't know, they don't feel right for my hands and stuff. I know it's kind of silly to say, but yeah, I don't know, they're not really my thing, but I don't hate them. I don't really hate any gun. But, what else? What else do I like? The one gun I really love that I'll never be able to own is a Walther MPL. That's probably my favorite submachine gun.
Oh yeah, those things are cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you could probably tell one of my favorite, like, you know, eras are like the Cold War when it comes to firearms. But yeah, also the Type 38 is my favorite bolt-action rifle. I wish 6.5 by 50 millimeter SR was a little cheaper and more available, but I'd love to get into reloading one day. So I don't know. Yeah, those are some guns I like. You know, the list goes on. You know, but those are definitely some of my top favorites. I also will mention I do love Walther handguns.
All right, guys,
Both
look.
old and modern.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I'm done.
Right. Guys in the chat, look. It's a psyop, okay? The entire me, Razor. I'm pretty sure even Bay. We're all freaking CIA. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not.
Anyways, continue.
What's going on in the chat?
Oh, they're.
But he's talking about calling the FBI, and it's like.
Oh yeah. No, I am. Trust me, I am. I'm not happy with the people that enforce gun laws that shouldn't exist. So.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, what is your? Sure, you go ahead and ask the question here. Of the.
What are your thoughts on the ATF?
The dog shooters.
How can I have any other thoughts than like fuck them? You know, I mean, like, here's the thing, right?
Slightly less eloquently put thoughts I could have on that.
I don't really like to get into politics and stuff. I'm not a very political person. There is one issue that I'm very strong on, and I don't care about speaking up about, though, and it's the Second Amendment. I truly believe that. Just let me tell you my whole reasoning personally. Why I don't like that gun laws and infringements on our Second Amendment and everything. And I do understand the reason for the Second Amendment, because you need to have an armed populace. That way you could take up arms against a corrupt government. I get that. As far as me as just like personally as a person, the way I see it, it goes back to an argument that my original username is actually from this. My original username before Bay M14 was Peaceful Bayonet, and that's kind of where Bay comes from. It's just short for that. The argument is intent versus design. And to put it simply, I really don't give a shit what a weapon was designed for. What matters is what the user intent is with that weapon. None of my guns have ever been pointed at another human being, and hopefully they never will be. And I have a Type 38 Arasaka that might have been used in war against my own people, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things.
Don't blame the user.
What happened?
Don't blame the gun, blame the man behind the gun.
Exactly. But that's my whole thing. Like, the way I like to say it this way is, like, I'm not scared of the guy who owns a Browning, 1919 that's shooting a couple thousand rounds off in his own backyard safely, having fun. I'm scared of the criminal who's a lot taller, a lot bigger, a lot stronger than me, that could strangle me to death with his bare hands. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just, I don't like the whole idea of like, oh, well, you could use that weapon to do harm. I don't, though. So it's like, it's just stupid. It's a stupid way of thinking to... And another thing, too, is like, I honestly see, and I know there's a lot of people who are in foreign countries and stuff that don't have the Second Amendment, and I really hate that, and I feel for you, but one of the things is, like, I never understood why people are there's a lot of people out there that seem to, like, believe that people in government and authority positions are inherently better than them, where, oh, they can own guns but we shouldn't. Like, that's just stupid,
Oh
yeah, definitely.
Anyone can learn to be responsible with a firearm. It's not fucking rocket science. Are you a moral person? Are you gonna go murder someone? It's don't do that and you're fine, right? It's that's basically, I'm not trying to go off on this for too long.
You don't even need a gun to murder someone. I think it's a
Well, that's another thing.
Do it.
Have you seen
Like,
what gasoline fires could do? You know, it's like
Oh,
it's
fuck it.
stupid to pick out fire. The thing about firearms too is like a lot of people who are anti-gun, they see it as a tool of murder and nothing else. Where it's like I see it as a hobby and I see it as a self-defense tool. Something I say often is I will not be a willing victim. If you take away my ability to defend myself with a weapon, that makes me a victim, and I'm not going to be a willing victim. I'm not letting that happen.
Based.
That's my obesity might be a bigger killer than guns.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably.
I agree, Phalanx.
I'm pretty sure
Holy
car
fuck.
accidents are a bigger killer than guns.
Oh, absolutely. Cars are freaking weapons, you know? It's like people don't understand, like, you know, life here's another thing when it comes, and I know this is all
We can't
this is
bubble wrap everything.
that's
Wow.
kind of what I'm about to say, where it's like a lot of the people who are anti-gun, and I know the original question was ATF, but come on, like I'm branching off. You could understand why I hate the ATF,
Hey, here's
right?
the question. When was the
Oh,
last
yeah.
time you ever
So-
heard the ATF mentioned and had anything to do with alcohol or tobacco?
Yeah, for sure,
Never.
right? That's a good point.
Fucking never. You could ask the people at Ruby Ridge. You could ask the fucking people at fucking.
Oh, it's sick, man.
Waco.
It's sick. Now, the last thing I'll say though is, as far as this, one of the things that really upsets me, and I don't mean upset me like I get angry. It's just like I'm like, I think like, what the hell is wrong with people? Where a lot of the anti-gun people, I truly feel they believe they're entitled to live in a safe world where they will never face danger in their life. And that's why they just think like, oh, you ban guns and bam, no one has them and nothing bad can ever happen. It's like, no, you're responsible for your own safety. That's how the world works, unfortunately.
Then what's gonna happen is you're
fucking
gonna end
agree.
up in a world where rather than being held up at gunpoint, you're gonna be held up at knife point, or it's gonna be a very big man strangling you while, you know, you can't really do
Right,
much
right.
about it.
I'm gonna have a good fucking example here.
Yeah, go right ahead.
But why gun control is fucking stupid. Alright. England. Listen. I have friends in the UK. I got some viewers from the UK. I love you guys. This isn't against you. This is against your fucking government. Okay? You had one mass shooting in the UK. One mass shooting. And then your government was like, right, you can't have a firearm anymore. The devil's work. Go get rid of them. So you got rid of them, right? And then what happened after you guys got rid of your firearms? After your government took your guns?
Stabbings
Fucking
went up.
violent crime skyrocketed.
Violent stabbings
Skyrocketed.
also went up.
Oh,
Yeah, and then
now-
all the innocent people that don't murder or assault people can't effectively defend themselves.
Exactly. Like, and here's the other fucking thing. Now, also terrorism skyrocketed too in the fucking UK. Like, shit. Fucking what? This is gonna be a morbid joke, but like, you guys went to you had people going to an Ariana Grande concert and getting nailed, and not the good way.
Oh God.
Oh God.
I am so sorry. About
No,
that
you're
joke.
fine. I
They
mean,
used a
come
nail
on.
bomb. Jeez,
Yeah, used a nail bomb.
That's horrible.
that's messy.
Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But no, seriously though. Now you guys got to the point where your government is like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of tip knives. Now you need a license to have a certain type of knife if you're like a chef.
Which is like, by the way,
Which is
all you
insane.
really need to make to change that is freaking the pavement. Like, it's very easy to add a tip to your knife, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's very like there always is
You
going.
can't
to,
ban
there's always going to
knives
be a
because
fucking
metal
knife.
is always going to be in the earth. You know what I mean? You can make knives out
Well,
of
the problem
fucking
is that
rocks.
metal's freaking in everything. What are you gonna do? Tell a person you're not allowed to own mirrors because you can turn that into a stabbing weapon too.
But that's why I think possession of any kind of weapon, whatever it is, being a crime is just stupid. If
It
you're not
is.
doing
gonna
anything
make- you
wrong
gonna
with
make
it, what the
glass
fuck does
illegal?
it matter?
But anyways, we gotta make sure that we win back the British audience. God bless the NHS.
Oh my god.
Oh, The last, just real quick, the last point I do want to make on all of that stuff with gun control and stuff, I see a lot of the time, and it happens in this country too, in this country is the United States, that's where I'm from, they, a lot of the time, they will, something bad will happen, some asshole will go on a killing spree, and then they'll make laws that restrict normal, everyday people, you know, ability to, you know, own a certain gun or whatever it is. And it's like, the idea that you're gonna create laws based, you know, you're gonna create new laws, new restrictive laws based on the actions of lawbreakers? People that don't follow them in the first place? How the hell does that make any sense?
That really
It's
is
just
kind of
stupid.
absurd, honestly, when you
You
really
could
think
teach a
about it.
toddler that doesn't make sense.
Like, what was I gonna say? I know I had
So
something
that's
on there.
about it I got on that topic. But yeah, please go ahead.
It's all good. Actually, interesting little tidbit here for the both of you, and for those in chat. Did you know that when America first got founded, like right after the revolution, the first legally acquired weapon was a cannon?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this business owner, he ran a shipping company. He went up to our founding fathers and said, "Yo, so you guys, in the Constitution, you said there's a Second Amendment right to bear arms. So I want to know, like, what exactly does that cover? Because I own a shipping company, and we got these fucking pirates, and they're being real dicks. They keep attacking our ships. And I know right now America doesn't exactly have much of a fucking navy. Can I get a cannon?" And they're like, "Fuck yeah, here, dude. Take one. We're trying to get new ones. This is all the old ones left over.
Is
from
it?
the
They're
revolution.
they're just like. Did I stutter when I said "shall not be infringed"?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
The whole thing I hate is like, oh, well, it says well regulated, and it's like, okay,
Well regulated is well armed.
exactly.
And
That's like,
well-trained.
what the hell do they think regulated? They're so like obsessed with government controlling their fucking
they're
lives that they think regulated means like restrictions or something. That is not what that means.
I remember
I saw a meme. Razor, can I just say one thing? I'm sorry for
Oh, yeah,
interrupting,
go ahead.
but I saw a meme where it was like, it was some random dude going back in time and giving like the Second Amendment, like a you know, a copy of the Second Amendment or whatever, like to the founding fathers, and he's saying like, write this, or it's actually the Bill of Rights, sorry, but he's like, write the second one like you're talking to a 3-year-old. But please go ahead.
But yeah. But no, like, well regulated also means well armed, but also well trained. You know.
I mean, that is
But,
also
like,
true.
Yeah. And there are some militias out there in this country that are actually very well trained.
Militias are illegal, though.
It says who?
The CIA.
Because under the Constitution, it's not a problem. Well, the CIA, they can suck my balls. And
I
then
remember
they can
there
pick the
was
pubes out later.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, Razor very much did in fact kill himself, and I'm sad we couldn't save him.
What?
Oh no, there's Cheat Me, my thirstiest fan.
Hello.
Oh, so hello, Cheat Me.
Hello.
This motherfucker asked me to sit on him.
Yeah, but I remember that was a bit of a thing a bit ago where, like, some militias, like, apparently, like, the government has been trying to crack down on militias.
Which I think is wrong.
It is.
They try to crack down on anything that's in the Constitution.
Look,
Hey,
they
these
don't
days.
want
Yeah.
any. They don't want any dissent.
Pretty
And
much,
I'm
yeah.
gonna quote V from V for Vendetta, even though that movie I feel like is overhyped and Anonymous loves to LARP about it.
Oh god, freaking Anonymous.
We are anonymous. We are irrelevant. Anyway, fucking
I'm
V
sorry,
was
that is
like,
so funny.
it is. No, it is.
I'm sorry, I
But
never
he
think
was
of
like-
Anonymous. I always think of that, like, that one with, like, the fat guy wearing the guy fox mask. And it's just like, like this is really out of shape guy
His
with the
head's too
fedora.
big. Oh my god.
We never forgive, we never forget. Expect us to ask for tendies.
Anyway. But yeah, no. Like, my favorite quote from that movie, from V, talking to Evie, was, a government, people should not fear the government. The government should fear its people. And that's true. And honestly, all this shit that they're trying to do now, they're afraid. They know the jig is up. People are starting to catch on to their bullshit. People are getting fucking tired of it. Look how fucking angry people are now. I think people are the angriest they are now with authority figures than they have ever been before.
Yeah, I could see that, definitely.
Look,
I just hope there's enough. There's also a lot of people that are just fine watching the next shitty Marvel movie that comes out. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, the bad guys got beaten up by the good guys for the 20th time.
All I'm saying is, you take the founding fathers, you look at how they were with stuff. They'd be looking at like half the stuff going on nowadays. They'd be like, we used to kill people for doing stuff like that.
Yeah, the masks, that was,
Yeah, I was trying to touch on that in the chat, but yeah, I'll chalk it up to this, my whole opinion on that whole thing. I saw human beings get to a point where they dehumanized each other in such a ridiculous way over fucking nothing. Okay, and it was mishandled by the governments of the world. That's why it was quote unquote bad. Okay, I'm someone that never got that virus, so I can't speak on how horrible it is. I'm not vaccinated.
I've
I don't know if
had
we can talk about
COVID.
that shit, but
It's honestly not that bad. Like
I got it, but I got the Omicron variant. I jokingly call it the Transformers flu.
it's
Because
like,
it does sound like a type of Transformer.
like
I just
the
personally.
worst part of COVID was the muscle aches. That's it.
Yeah, I personally think it was a extreme overreaction to what the virus was, and just, I don't want to get into all of it, but I saw people lose their fucking minds, and like, I don't remember anything in my lifetime that made people go so fucking crazy. And for what? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
the
my
loss
opinion.
of sense of smell thing.
Yeah,
That
unfortunately-
part's where it got like that's the really weird part, and the mildly concerning part.
Unfortunately, our friend Furside, he got destroyed by COVID.
Yeah, it nearly killed
Like,
him.
it
It was
ruined
pretty
his-
bad.
No, there's definitely people. I understand. Believe me, I'm not saying I've known people that got really, really fucked up by it. It's more like my anger is more towards like just how the government handled it and everything. It kind of used it as I feel like it was kind of used as a way to test compliance in the population. That's
It did.
just my opinion, but
Oh, I
there
think
you
it
go.
was,
No,
yeah.
I agree. Like, do I think COVID was overreacted upon? Not necessarily, no. But do I think that restrictions and things like that could have been done a little bit differently? Yes, because I saw a lot of small businesses disappear. And
I'll
I'm going to
admit
be
it.
honest with you. The thing that was the real bullshit thing, small businesses were forced to shut down. The big corporations were allowed to continue business as usual.
Well, it's how you know.
And they
That's
got big and fat.
That's honestly how you know it was kind of. I'm not gonna say planned, but it was an opportunity that was definitely taken upon.
Never let a good tragedy go to waste.
Exactly.
Nope. Never let a good crisis go to waste. This is how the government works.
Right. Anyway.
Family government. Just know that, everybody. Listen, I will say that the government and the big corporations are not your friends. They are not your fucking friends. And I'll tell you why. Okay? People looting a big box retail chain, they don't care. It doesn't hurt them. Because they're going to be like, oh, we're just getting robbed by this one area and we're not making money off of it anymore. Fuck them. We don't care that they have no other place to get their groceries and shit from. We're just gonna relocate where we can actually make money. They don't make us money, so why should we care? You know? It's the same thing with, like, when it comes to a insert political ideology here. If it's not popular anymore, and they're not going to make a profit off of it, they're going to virtue signal to the next thing. That's just how it goes.
That's how it always
Yeah.
goes. I mean... Okay, I don't know if I should bring this up. Screw it. When was the last time you heard anybody in power talk about Ukraine?
No, it's
Not
always
in a while.
It's always a new current thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, now
They-
it's... I can't remember exactly what they moved on to, but I know that then nobody cares about it anymore.
That's why I don't like the virtue
Now it's,
signaling of it.
Now it's Gaza. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, or no, not Gaza. Palestine. Yeah,
let's
that's what it is.
let's not get too crazy into this now.
I'm not getting too crazy into it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just saying it's the current thing.
No, I understand.
That's why I don't get involved in any of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
No,
I
you know
don't
what?
recommend it either. I try to avoid it too. It's just like,
Speaking of...
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree.
look,
though, you know what I'm
stuff
saying?
And I see stuff, and I don't want to sit down and pretend it doesn't exist. You know? I don't.
Yeah.
No, I understand. But speaking of, so we all know about AK guy, AK Jesus.
I kinda do.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on Brandon Herrera?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
Almost
best
winning,
politician.
but lost by like 1%.
So I obviously have no idea about Texas because I'm not. I don't live there and everything. I don't know the guy he's running against and all that stuff. I think it's kind of cool that he got so close, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, wasn't it really close to vote?
it was
1%.
But man, I love
Yeah.
how he got that close just by shit posting.
Yeah, it's pretty.
400
That's pretty
votes.
cool. Wow. Yeah. No,
That's
As far as
that's a
him-
counting error. Wait.
You could almost
Seriously.
do a
400
recount.
within 400 votes. That is insane. Especially because it's a lot of votes too. Like a lot of people were voting in that race.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
So-
was the guy he was running against like anti-gun or something though? That would kind of
Yeah,
suck.
and he was an absolute fucking prick.
That sucks. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, also he was using his veteran status
Honestly,
as an
I
excuse-
agree.
Oh,
Like
well,
400
as a
votes, I'd say that
veteran.
deserves a recount.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely get that man a recount. But yeah, so but speaking of Brandon Herrera, what's your thoughts on the AK-50?
I have not seen the video. I know it was a huge project he did.
Ooh, it is a pretty gun, let me tell ya.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it before. I'm probably gonna have to go right to bed after this, but I'll watch it tomorrow definitely. Yeah, no, I actually used to watch him quite a bit, but as far as like gun tubers, I kind of like gravitate nowadays more to like the Paul Harrells and Hickok 45.
I like Kentucky ballistics.
I think was he the one that his I could be wrong,
Thing
but did
explode
his
on him?
50
Yeah.
caliber explode on him?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I do know that guy. Yeah. But no, I think Brandon Herrera is good. I like his gun memes, like videos and stuff too.
Yeah.
They're funny.
I've been watching the
Oh, they're wonderful.
AK-50's progress for a while, and it's seeing that thing going. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check the video out. I just haven't. I know it's been a really long-term project he's been working for. It's kind of cool that he's got it going.
Honestly, one day I would love to own a 50 cal. There's something about those enormous mags.
Oh yeah, and then just the fucking sound it makes.
No,
when you
the
spit it
giant
out.
magazines are cool, but I even like just the single shot ones because it's like it feels like you're like loading a miniature artillery cannon or something. You know what I mean?
Oh
like
yeah,
the
because like
breech
those
load
things are
ones.
freaking massive. Like seriously, those rounds are massive. I love it.
Yeah, they are definitely really cool.
Honestly, yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing. I definitely would say the boomers definitely are responsible for a lot of the problems these days.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the vast majority of the politicians currently are boomers. Just keep that in mind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Have you noticed there are more old people right now than young people?
Yeah, because birth rates have been dropping consistently for years. The boomer
Oh, it's not
generation
so bad.
is definitively the biggest generation in recent history. If not
Yes, they
possibly
are.
ever.
I'll tell you this, they definitely pissed on their parents' legacy, though. Because, like,
Yeah, they kind of
the
did.
generation before them survived the Great Depression, and that was not easy. They fucking... A lot of them dealt with being orphaned from World War One. You know?
A lot of them survived World War II.
Yeah, survived World War II, took us to space.
Then you
all that
get
shit.
boomers whose entire thing was just eating lead paint chips and watching TV all day.
And getting high as shit.
Yeah, that
You
too,
know.
right?
Uh-huh. Honestly, the boomers did fucking ruin a lot of shit.
One of
They're
the
forever
issues I definitely
stuck in the
check
freaking
with are
70s.
Yep.
And Vietnam.
Pretty much.
Honestly, I think the boomers are the ones that fought Vietnam. They weren't the ones that started it, though.
The boomers were definitely the ones that made it popular to take a shit on veterans.
Yeah.
It's like when those poor bastards came back from Vietnam, like my uncle was actually a victim of that shit. He came back shell-shocked to fucking back. And a group of hippies not only ganged up on him and beat the shit out of him to the point, like, they outnumbered him. So they ganged up on him, they beat the shit out of him, and they literally pissed on him.
Jeez.
It's fucking
And
sick,
called him a
man.
baby killer.
It's freaking messed
Fuck
up.
the hippies.
I never even
Fuck the
understood
hippies.
that, because think of how many soldiers were actually, like, drafted. You know what I mean? It's like, it ain't their fucking fault.
Honestly,
Even
like jokes aside, yeah, seriously, hippies were kind of like the worst thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Just hands down. They deserve the napalm more than the Viet Cong did.
Oh god. Yeah, though I do think Vietnam was a fuck war.
Well, they probably would have liked that. They do like being baked, after all.
Oh.
Napalm's pretty bad though, because it's all sticky, you know.
Oh my god, this stream is getting spicier than a fucking habanero. But yeah, so what are some dream guns you wish to own?
Well, my
like,
main...
if you could afford the
Yeah.
tax stamps and shit.
Oh, it ain't really the tax stamp I can't afford. It's the absurd price of machine guns because of, you know, a fake supply and demand they created with all the, you know, the NFA and then the GCA and all that bullshit. But yeah, my number one dream gun, it's probably not a surprise. I would love a just a full auto M14, a class 3 transferable, you know. Maybe one day if I really save up for a long time, it is possible because I know where to get a few. Who knows if they'll be there in fucking, what, 20 years when I can afford one if I save up. But other than that, like, right now, like, actually a more realistic thing, so that's my number one dream gun. You know, and I already do have a Springfield Armory M1A, because so I got my M14, quote unquote, for now. But later on in life, maybe, I'm hoping. It would be a lot of fun to have that. But as far as something a lot more realistic, an AR-180. Because like I said before, the AR-18 is my second favorite rifle. And I'd actually I'd love a Howa AR-180. I love the Howa ones. And also, because it's kind of silly, but Ishihachi in Apote is my second favorite character in that show, and she's a Howa AR-18. I always have silly reasons for wanting guns, but whatever.
Oh, don't mail a BM-59 to Bay.
No, stop it. Why do people not listen to me? That thing is an M1 Garand with a detachable magazine. It is not the same gas system as the M14. Stop it. Cut it out.
Yeah, please stop. Stop.
A much more, I wouldn't call it like a dream gun, but a much more price-wise, what's the word? Not acceptable, but like attainable. My favorite shotgun is the Benelli Supernova, so I'd like to get one of those one day. That's more than possible, but definitely not right now. I gotta wait a while.
I would love to get me one of those. Oh fuck!
Yeah, they're just really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
I also love the T-Doll.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
Rat's Claw. You gotta understand, children are like the easiest thing to make. What are you talking about?
And the most fun to make.
Like seriously,
Oh my God.
it's like people make them by accident. What are you complaining about? Not being able to have easy access to child labor. Just make it yourself.
That's hilarious. Your chat's pretty good, Razor. I like it. It's funny.
Like
Yeah,
seriously.
I love my community. They're fucking
You just
great.
you make
Yeah.
your
I
own
couldn't ask for a
kids,
better
and then
community.
you
definitely-
have them working in your garage ammunition plant. It's freaking easy.
So Rat's Claw, I have fired my friend's 1897 Winchester, right? We didn't slam fire it though.
You know what's funny, dude? Have you ever seen the Fat Electrician?
I'm sorry, what is it?
The Fat Electrician. Have you ever seen his channel?
Oh no.
Oh my god, you gotta
They
see
only
it, 'cause
have
he
costs
talks about-
associated
he
with
talks-
them if you let them have costs associated with them.
He talks about the Winchester pump-action shotgun that we used during World War One. He's like, here he is with that thick-ass accent of his. He's like, imagine this: you got a bunch of 19-year-olds who are just doing up. He makes the jerking off motion with his arm, and he goes, doing this all day, and you give him a slam-fire shotgun. What do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Because it's man, I love slam
Cheat
fire.
me. I don't know you, and Racer's more like a big brother to me, so that'd be really weird. So,
Wait, what is he asking? Is this in my chat?
yes.
I can make them in a. No! No! Yeah, I'm gonna keep it down. I'm sorry.
Oh, I had to unhide the stars. Okay then.
Horrifying.
I'll leave that be.
Yeah, I know it's a joke.
People mess with me a lot in my community, so some not so much joking.
I'm not
but-
either. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. But yeah, no cheat me. Oh god, speaking of that though, did you see my tweet, Shirai?
What tweet? Which one?
The one where I just simply said fuck.
I did not know. Now I'm looking for it.
You might want to take a look at that real quick. Ghost of Schizzo Sessions past there.
Oh! I was gonna reply to that, but I was at work, so my Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Oh.
some context. So, Bay, we had a guest on named Dax. And he has an affiliation with the funny brother-sister horror game. The one that got Twitter very mad.
I'm not familiar with that. Oh, is it that one with the like characters like drawn like kind of like beige or something? I don't know how to describe the
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
Oh, what, the
that
black
one.
and white?
Something
Yeah,
like that.
The Coffin of Andy and Lele, yes.
Is it that? All right. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I just, for some
Oh.
reason, I see people using emotes of those characters all over the place these days. But you know,
Dax-
continue.
Dax made a joke about that with the two of us. And then his community kind of egged him on. and led to some questionable art that makes me very uncomfortable. Because I made the mistake of saying, opening my big fat mouth, she was like a sister to me. So yeah, that's a thing. And Dax was very drunk last night. For shits and giggles, he gifted me the game while I was on a Discord chat with him, and he laughed like a madman and told me, "I told you you were fucked." So yeah, Shirai, expect a collab very soon.
Oh boy. Are we really
Yeah,
gonna do
speaking of
this?
Unfortunately, it looks like it.
We're gonna open this. We're gonna open this box. See what happens.
Maybe. Maybe.
We're
That's up to your
gonna
boyfriend, though.
we're gonna taste the regret.
Well, we are gonna stream the game, so
Oh boy.
we'll talk to you about it later, Dylan. Anyway,
Yeah,
new topic.
The
Next
Unica
topic.
6 is definitely on my dream gun list. Insanely hostile.
It is a good gun.
It's a very
So,
cool looking
we're-
gun.
We're gonna go to some music questions real quick.
Sure.
So now we talked about you play the guitar, you listed a lot of bands that you enjoy. So we're gonna go with, how long have you been playing the guitar for? Or what got you into it?
So what got me into it was my dad. He
Nice.
grew up playing the guitar and stuff, and I think I don't remember the exact age I was. I think it was either 11 or 12. He bought me like a shitty first act guitar from like Toys R Us when that place was still in business, you know. And yeah, it was cool though. It had like skulls on it and shit, you know, and he got like a little mini like crate amplifier that just had like the shittiest distortion ever, and you know, he taught me how to play. And that's definitely what got me into it, because he got me into bands like, you know, Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath, and then from there I got into Judas Priest and then Megadeth, and you know, it all grew from there. But yeah, that's so I don't really know. I'm not good with math, unfortunately. Let's just say I started when I was like 12. So I'm 20. I'm gonna be 28 this year. There you go. That's how long I've been playing. I can't do math. Off the top of my head, I'm very dumb.
Oh, that's fine. So let me ask you this then. Actually, sure, I can ask this question. It's the last music question.
All right.
The last one.
The last music one.
Okay. Musicians you can't fucking stand.
Oh, that's kind of funny. Well, back when I was like a teenager and as like a young adult, you know, like my early 20s, there were a lot of different types of genres and just different like singers and things that I could not fucking stand. I would say like hearing it on the radio would make my blood itch, because that's what it did. It gave me a sensation where it felt like the blood coursing through my veins would be itchy, and I'd have no way to stop the itch. Like it was a physical sensation, and a lot of the time it would be a lot of like at the time modern like pop music and stuff like that, or just like modern rappers and stuff. These days I'm a lot more tolerable. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to that stuff. I like rock and metal. I like video game music, that kind of stuff, you know. Some electronic stuff I'm into, but as far as specific like artists or genres or songs, things like that, I'm a lot more tolerable now. I'm not like, oh, fuck this is garbage, blah blah blah, you know what I mean? But I don't know, like, probably my least favorite right now, like, if I have to pick something that I would hate, there's this one rapper. Now, I don't completely hate rap as I used to, but I like a lot of the stuff that's older, like early 2000s and 90s. If I was gonna listen to rap, I don't really listen to rap much, but a lot of the modern stuff, I just can't get into it. And like, I mean, rap was never my genre to begin with, but my whole point was like, there's there's a distinct difference between earlier raps, like from like 1990s and stuff, in my opinion, early 2000s, where it sounded like music at least to me. But now, like you got so all right. Here's I'm not saying I hate him because I don't even listen to him. Why? That's my mentality now. It's like, well, I don't listen to him. Why hate him? But if I'm picking one thing that I can't stand, there's this one guy. Okay, you guys probably know him because he's probably popular or something. But this fucking guy has like dreadlocks that are colored like in a way that make fucking
069.
Do you
Yeah,
have
that
any
guy.
clue how little that narrows it down?
I know they all have stupid names. No, but I know who he's talking about because I always complain. His name, the way it's spelled, it's not 6'9". It's spelled 6x9-ine, and it's stupid.
The only
It's
Yeah,
dumb.
anyway.
The
But
only
here's my
rapper-
problem with the guy. Okay, in his singing, rapping style. All I hear when I hear one of his songs is this. And I'm just like, what the hell is he? Like, is he some kind of like demonic clown honking his nose? Like, stop it. Leave me alone. Get the hell out of here. I don't know. I can't listen to that shit, man.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. I can't do it.
I'm
The-
sorry.
the-
No, I'm
the
just
only rapper-
now.
The only rapper that I like is Politics with a K. Okay, that's the only good rapper in my opinion.
I don't even know who it is, but like I
Alright.
said, I don't really listen to rap. I'm
Alright.
just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying I definitely concede that a lot of rap from earlier on, like 1990s and early 2000s, that sounds like music to me. I could listen to that and listen to the beat and be like, this is cool. A lot of the newer, especially, I know it's probably not a big genre anymore, but you know this crap, like when they're like, blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying, what the fuck is this? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but, like-
Mumble rap and stuff.
A
No,
lot
I
of
just-
rap now, you can't even understand what the fuck you're saying. They're like, ah, jabba, jabba, doo, da,
Yeah.
jibba, jibba, jibba.
Yeah, but
Jibba,
all
jibba, 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 jibba.
yeah, but all I'm saying is though, but like when he said in his first single, who would have thought that a white boy would bring hip hop back? It changed me. It changed
Yeah,
me.
I'll say that. Joji Miller's pretty good. Tom McDonald.
You
is
guys,
also
listen,
really
you guys
good.
are free to do it. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a metalhead. You know what I mean? But no,
Oh,
you're
I
fine.
like
You
no-
guys are fine
like-
to discuss it.
Jokes aside, unironically, I really don't like rap. As far as genres go, I think out of all of them, I think rap is like the only one that I think is like. I just don't like rap. I never liked rap.
Yeah, same growing up. I mean, I became a little more tolerable to that time period, 90s and 2000s, and I became more tolerable to it, and I could put it on and listen to it, but definitely not my preferred genre. But just, a lot of the stuff you'd hear in pop, like shit like fucking Taylor Swift and stuff, that stuff annoys the hell out
Rap
of me too.
specifically
Oh,
right
God, Taylor
now,
Swift.
but oh
You know what's
god, like
funny?
I find it funny like there's
There was-
no genres that are just like common anymore. It feels like it's just pop and
There
rap.
was,
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that just never really was my thing, though. And like I said, I don't really have any specific musician I hate. This is gonna be kind of controversial, but I'll tell you, not hate, but one band that's extremely popular that I just never was able to get into for whatever reason. Honest to God, Metallica. I don't know what it is, but their songs are good. Their songs are good. They're not bad. It's just I never got into them as much as all of the other metal bands I listen to. I have no idea why.
do not put disco on my fucking music playlist. I
Oh
swear to
no,
God.
please
Nah,
no.
man, we gotta bring disco back.
Listen,
Wasn't disco
Jinx,
like a popular
Jinx,
genre for like
Jinx.
6 months and then it went away?
Jix, if you do that,
We get it.
I am going to take Botox and I will inject them into your testicles.
You do realize that Botox is like a really powerful paralytic agent, right? That's probably gonna kill him.
Someone just the Raging
I mean,
Russian just reminded me the genre I hate the most. Not country music. I used to hate country music when I first moved down
Wait,
here.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, when people inject it into their face, it's like micro dosing.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, not Botox. What was that? What the fuck did that guy do on 4chan? He took a fucking thing. I forget what the fuck that shit is.
Actually, wait, I think it's just
He
straight up
took
botulism.
silicone? I think he took silicone?
Are you
And
talking
he
about those people that
injected it
inject
in those
synthol into their like head and make donuts on their head? It looks
No,
so
I'm
weird.
talking about the stuff that makes it so that your face can't move, so you don't get wrinkles.
That sounds horrific.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so Chicks reminds me of a very funny story.
Go ahead.
So, talking about rat. So, I remember it wasn't too long after I got done
it's crazy.
AIT, which is the training you do in the army where you, after basic training, you go to AIT, where you train for the job you signed up for with your recruiter, right? So I come back home. About the day after I come home, there's a graduation party for one of my little cousins. She graduated high school. And I see all my little cousins. You just imagine this, okay? It's a country club banquet hall that's been rented out, right?
Oh no.
And you see a bunch of little white kids dressed up like they're going to Sunday school. And then the DJ plays the song. Now, just imagine in your heads, close your eyes, chat, and imagine this scene.
Okay.
A bunch of little white kids dressed up like they're going to Sunday school, right? And they're all singing in unison, "To the window, to the wall, to the sweat drop off my balls."
And I've already killed myself. Well, you just
Come
turned
on,
that
are
into
you
a very
kidding?
traumatic thing there,
It
Razor.
was so fucking funny. It was so funny. They're all like 8 years old to like 15. And they're just like going, skeet, 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 skeet. Yeah, skeet, skeet, skeet.
That's like one of those things where like you see it happening and it takes you a few like seconds to register like, is this really happening?
Like,
you know what I mean? That feeling?
Like, I'm sad.
You feel
Like,
like you're
Razor,
not even-
I didn't expect to die in that. I didn't expect to die today, but I died. I freaking died. I freaking died in that one.
You want to
made
hear
me-
a crazy story?
I
It's not
ended
that
up killing
crazy, but it
myself. It's
reminds me
terrible.
of like something similar to that. Like when you just see something that's so out of the ordinary, it takes your brain like 10 seconds. Like, wait, that really did just happen, right? Long story short, I worked in the meat department for a time at a store. It was one of my old jobs. You know, I used to like cut meat and wrap it, that kind of stuff. But anyway, this guy, his name was Nelson. This fucking guy, Nelson, right? He was.
Well, that was your first mistake.
Will
Nelson.
just said Shira came back like Subaru from ReZero.
I never watched that show.
No, bad either. The reference is lost on me.
Yeah, I did handle the meat.
It's a fucked up anime. So it was a guy who got isekai'd, and he sims for this elf girl that would never pay him the time of day. Even though there was this cute blue-haired demon maid chick who confessed her love to him, and he just like, "No, I'm stupid. I want to sim for pretty elf girl that doesn't care about me. I'm stupid." Anyway, but he has this curse where every time he dies, he wakes up to, I think it is the last time. No, he wakes up to the beginning of the day he died. And so, like, the series follows him basically reliving the same day over and over again until he can change what happened so that he survives and lives for the next day.
God, that's gonna like low-key kind of suck at times.
That's the suckiest power to have.
I mean, it's not
Yeah, but
bad. Like,
and
it could
he
be like,
dies
like
in-
there's way worse stuff to have, but like, it's just kind of like, man, that was so close. I almost made it.
I feel like that would be the sanity, like the way he goes insane, by the way. And you gotta think, life as a video game character must be fucking terrifying.
Hey, does he ever turn into a Toyota?
No. I would like to see him get hit by a Toyota though, because he's an unlikable protagonist.
I'm just making a joke because his name is Subaru.
Yeah, I know. You know what's funny? There's a video of this chick. She got angry because someone on their license plate had the Subaru say Subaru.
Then you also get a Nissan.
Yeah, Nissan, yeah.
Oh, hi, AFD.
And then
AFD really likes me for some reason.
Hey, AFD, what's up? Probably
Don't
'cause
say
you're funny.
anything too crazy, please. He's known for saying some unhinged shit about me.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
they described
unhinged is
America,
level
I guess.
4. How's it poppin'? It's good. For a second, I thought it said, how's it poopin'?
It's 5
Take a
a.m. where
moment.
you are?
5 a.m. fucking A. Ways are ready for the daily jokes. Oh, God. Anyway. What was I saying? And then I, like, brain farted?
something about random boxers showing up to the meat locker to punch the meat.
Yeah, no, I was talking about something I saw in the meat department that one day, where this guy Nelson, he was showing me like how to cut the meat and stuff, and one of the things we did was we put meat on the kebabs and stuff, and this guy looked at me with the craziest fucking smile and just started putting the meat, like raw meat strips, in his mouth and chewing it and eating it. And my brain, for like 10 seconds, was just blank. Like, I was just like, you know? And then I realized, like, it clicked in my head, did he really just do that? It's just one of the weirdest feelings when something happens like that. You know what I mean? He always used to say the funniest thing, too, like, he would, anytime he'd see someone, like, working really hard, he was like, be careful! Don't break your ass! That guy was crazy, man. He was a good worker, though, you know?
The fuck?
What generation is Forrest Gump created in? I
Probably
think that'd be
boomer.
Gen X. Yeah.
Was he Gen X? It might have been. I don't know. You could have been Gen X, but I will say this.
Well, no,
He was
the
definitely
movie.
an
When was the
exceptional
movie
human
made? I
being.
think is what the question was. I mean, he was a boomer because he went to Vietnam. Obviously, he was a boomer.
But he was a good boomer. He was one of the good ones. My mama always told me life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're
You
gonna
can
get.
kind of tell he ate a few more paint chips than the average boomer, though.
Probably did. My favorite fucking scene, which was so fucking funny. Remember the mom was like, I'll do anything to get my son into this school. And then the principal is just like, anything you say. And then it just cuts to you just see the silhouette in the window of him banging the mom. And he's like, ooh, 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 ooh. And then he gets done. And then the camera pans down to the porch. And Forrest is sitting on the porch. And the principal's all sweaty and shit, patting his face down with a towel. And looks at Forrest and says, your mom really cares about your education. And then Forrest just goes, ooh, 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 ooh.
You know, one of the reasons why I feel like that just doesn't work is like, I mean, does he have to is he even obligated at that point? Like, at that point, it's just your word versus his as far as the fact that it even happened at all. It's not even effective blackmail material. Just saying, you know.
Because it's funny. It's a fucking scene. It's just fucking funny. Because
And now I'm thinking of that freaking Buzz Lightyear cup.
I watched the movie multiple times. I don't remember any of that shit. That was a fucking scene in the movie. What the fuck?
I've
Did
never
no one else
seen
see that?
Forrest
Was this a Mandela effect yet? Like, it was Forrest Gump.
I don't know what Gen A is.
I don't know either. Gen Alpha, the kids who watch the Skibbity toilet videos.
Oh, please
I
don't
still can't
even.
believe
Oh,
you
I would have loved to
Yeah,
just
no.
never known that existed. My whole life, I could have gone not knowing that was a thing. I would
Apparently
have
they
been
sell
happy.
toys for that shit now in like some small shops.
No, yeah, they have plushies of that disgusting thing now. What the fuck is going on? What is wrong with people?
It's like on one hand, it's very self-aware with regards to the fact that it's like it knows how stupid it is. But then like
I love stupid humor, but there has to be some kind of context you build it off of.
I
you
feel
know?
like if anything, I'm pretty sure they are well aware of how stupid the entire thing was, and they too are just as astonished and just as disgusted at how famous it's been. But let's face it, I'd still be chasing that bag too if I was them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, it's stupid, but it's funny for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I started enjoying them. Like, I saw them randomly pop up in the YouTube algorithm, and I look at them sometimes. Like, oh, this kind of reminds me of those old Gmod videos. I actually really liked those back in the day. And one day, I was just curious and stoned, and I sat down in front of the smart TV in the living room, and I just decided, fuck it, we're marathoning this bitch.
You did that while stoned? In
Yes.
the living room?
Yes.
Did your dad comment on it?
No, because everyone was asleep. It was 2 in the morning.
Oh god. Razor, stop doing that stuff, like seriously.
You tell me to not do it, I'll do it more.
Honestly, you wanna know something? In my opinion, I think YouTube is what ruined an entire generation of children. Like, it's not even Skibbity Toilet. It would have been literally anything else if not for Skibbity Toilet.
You know what else ruined a generation?
The internet.
Scott Pilgrim.
Well, yeah, Scott Pilgrim destroyed an entire generation of women, but that's aside from the point. Anime also destroyed an entire generation of man-children, but nobody seems to complain about that one.
I mean, that is true.
Or no, sorry, not anime. Toonami, specifically.
We're...
When you say Toonami, it reminds me of, like, fat, like, mall ninja types. I don't know why.
It does. You're not wrong. You know what? I'm sorry. But you know, like, oh my god, guys, Toonami's back! You are cringe. Like, if you're an adult and you're like, oh my god, guys, Toonami is back, you're cringe.
The way I watch anime is really stupid and not cost effective. I find a picture or a scene of something that looks cool. I buy the Blu-ray, and then I play it on my Xbox, because I absolutely despise streaming services. They're fine, they're convenient and everything, but one day when they're the only things that exist and they can control what you get to see, I'm not going to be happy about that. I do not want physical media to go away.
Oh my god. Jigstringer makes a very good point. You can't bring that stuff back because it was only good for a narrow window. 100% that! Like seriously, you can't go back. Alright, Toonami was fun at first, but now it's just like... You're blinded by your early 2000s nostalgia.
I can't get into shonen. Like, the genre of anime I like the most is slice of life. Like, when people, like, watch shonen and they complain about, like, filler episodes, those are the episodes I actually enjoy, because I don't like shonen, you know what I mean?
Honestly, shonen, in my opinion, is... If you only watch shonen, you're not a real anime fan.
What are you talking about, AFD? How is Blu-ray that old? Are you kidding? I grew up with VHS tapes, you moron. Shut up. Blu-ray is not old technology. Be quiet.
Oh
you were born like...
AFD
was born 2 days ago. That's why he thinks Blu-rays are like ancient technology. Shut up.
The only good thing from Toonami... was Gundam. I fucking love Mobile Suit Gundam. I am very much a mech autist. And I can say that because I do have the
Hey,
official
hey,
diagnosis.
cheat me one. You want to know what's also free? Watch cartoons online.
Yes.
Yup.
Actually, fuck it. Even though I'm not supposed to do it, I'm doing it anyway.
Are you about to link a freaking...
Yes, I don't care. Listen. I am a man without fear. I do not care. Being fearless makes you free. There's the link.
Come on, Twitch!
Free
Ban us!
anime.
You remind me of Jake, a rather fly kind
Actually,
of guy.
please don't. Anyways.
When you do stuff like, if you do something like that, he does stuff like that all the time. It's funny.
No, but it's like, seriously,
Yeah.
don't freaking be like, Crunchyroll costs money and all that. Screw it, man! Buy some Blu-rays or something if you want to support the industry. That money ain't going to Japan! It's going towards High Guardian Spice Season 2!
Yeah, for real. There you go,
Careful
chat.
fitting it, Razor!
I pinned it. I don't give a fuck.
King
Yeah,
of the Hill
I don't know. I always liked
definitively
physical media better. I
the
like the
greatest
feeling of
slice of life
pulling
anime.
something
I
off of
agree.
my shelf and just sticking
Oh,
the
wait,
disc
what the
in.
fuck?
You know what I mean?
No, that's not what I wanted. No, not that one. God fucking damn it. Chat was going by too fast. There you go.
No, it's like Funimation. Well, it's all owned by Sony anyways now. You may as well get it from the source. At least the subs are...
I'm sorry, Shirai.
What?
The proper pronunciation is Soini.
Who says that?
I'm sorry,
Who
Razor.
cares?
It's like, that's
I
such
call
such
Sony
a-
Soini.
like, it's such a
Oh, I
forced
see. You're
name.
saying a joke. I
It's
thought you
such
were legitimately being like, actually. You know what I mean?
Listen,
No, you're
listen,
fine.
listen,
You're fine.
I know I have a slight Philly accent, but my accent is not that fucking crazy.
I don't even know what my accent is.
Neither do I, honestly. I don't think I have a strong New York accent. There's some words and
I
phrases
hear
I
it.
say,
I
but
hear it sometimes, just so you know.
You know, someone
comes out
actually
every so
said to
often.
me
it
one
definitely
time
comes
in
out when I yell. I know that.
one person actually said this to me in DMs one time. They're like, "Hey Razor, so that accent, where are you from?" I'm like, from the Philadelphia area," and they're like, "Yeah, you sound like a Philly wop to me." Yeah. I don't know, some people say I have an accent. It comes out.
I don't really
sometimes.
hear it, but whatever.
I don't know. Some people say I have it.
Sinister is random. I pulled a Snake Plissken and escaped from New York. I have no intention of ever going back.
Oh, speaking of New York.
Yeah.
So,
How did you escape from New York?
How did I?
Yeah, how?
Yeah, I just moved. I was done with I didn't want to
Okay.
live there, you know what I mean? I actually came down here to, like, attend a trade school. Didn't really work out, but, you know, I have my mom, my biological mother lives here, so I stayed with her when I first came here and everything, and, you know, the rest of my family followed suit, but no, you know, it's back to the gun issue mostly. I'm 100% not gonna live in a state that doesn't have castle doctrine on the books. You know, duty to retreat, that's stupid. I can't run faster than a rifle round, I'm sorry. But there's just all kinds of you know, cost of living, all kinds of shit. I didn't want to live there anymore.
Honestly,
And I was from Long Island, not the city, but even still, you know, you're paying city taxes and shit, and you know, you gotta live by all their dumb laws and stuff. So, yeah, it was just a decision where I knew I was not going to want to stay there forever. So I came down here, tried to do a trade, didn't really work out, and been here ever since. I don't want to leave, you know.
yeah. Honestly, I never understood the concept of duty to retreat. It just kind of feels like, because it's really like one of those things where I feel like it's very unfair to put it on the victim, like the person
Yeah,
being
absolutely.
attacked, to have to decide whether or not it's reasonable to escape. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Oh, Bay.
Oh, it's complete bullshit. It's like a lot of these lawmakers like are on the side of the criminal offenders. It's absolute nonsense.
Like, it's as though they have this idealized version of it where everybody's some legendary gunslinger who can just consistently blow a man's kneecaps off without any effort, you know?
Right.
Like just shoot him in the
why
legs.
Why is the burden on me? I'm not the one
like
trying to commit a violent crime
like
against
acting
an
like
innocent
shaky
person.
hands never exist, and like you don't actually you don't feel that massive pit drop in your stomach when you're like, oh my god, I think this is about to get dangerous, you know?
No, because they think everything is like an action movie. What do you think ballad songs are illegal to carry in so many states? You know, butterfly knives? They saw too many fucking kung fu movies and thought they were documentaries. Politicians are idiots.
Nah, it's because they're trying to curb the influx of spies.
So, I will say, so Dylan asked, this is actually a good question. I didn't think I was going to ask this question. Alright. Which is worse, California or New York?
Who are you asking? I never lived in California.
Well, that's true, but I'm saying, like, which do you think is worse?
You would think California's worse,
Probably
honestly.
California, honestly.
At
I would
least,
say California.
at least in New York, you can kind of get away with some things, like if you live upstate, you know what I'm saying? In the country and stuff. That's what I feel like, anyway. I think California. I mean, also, I know New York is no cakewalk when it comes to cost of living, but California is like an entirely different planet when it comes to how expensive it is to live there and shit.
They are. I'm sorry to say this. California is advanced stupid.
Also, just have another thing I want to throw out there. Jixi Jenga. The problem with that entire idea there is that if you have a duty to de-escalate, that basically means that now you have to deal with a lawmaker being like, well, I don't quite think you put enough effort into de-escalating the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, that's the same issue with freaking duty to retreat. Like, it basically makes it look like it implies that you were more out to kill the guy than you were simply trying to defend yourself.
I'd also disagree with like a duty to de-escalate kind of thing, just because like, why am I trying to pick a criminal's brain? Like, why am I gonna trust?
De-escalate.
Not just but it's like, why would I want to like sit around and play around with my life, the one life I have?
Are you gonna look this guy in the face and be like,
I'm sorry.
You must think you're really strong.
If he's intent on harming me, I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's just there to mug me. I've seen plenty of videos where it was a mugging that turned into an execution. No thanks. You don't give the benefit of the doubt to someone trying to harm you. That's my opinion.
Like, I mean, what are you expected to do? You're gonna look the guy in the eyes and just be like, you know, you may think that you're such a tough guy, but all I see is a scared little boy who never got enough hugs from his mother.
Bang!
Like,
No, but I will say this. I seriously, like, I would not fucking sit around and try to negotiate with, you know, whacked out Willie, the fucking homeless man who is, like, out of his mind on meth, jerking off in one hand and then with a broken beer bottle in the other. Going,
yeah, exactly.
Hash browns, and then tries to like charge you and fucking stab you.
yeah, the thing is though, it's like there's just not much you really can do because like you can't know if somebody's going to actively try to hurt you, you know?
Yeah, but I do get, if they're talking about like someone is being hostile, like aggressive in like a talkative manner too, yeah, you don't pull your fucking gun out or anything, you know? Like, one of the things people don't realize is when you conceal carry a weapon, you need to be more calm and cool and collected. Like, there's a lot of anti-gun people that think like, oh, you're out there trying to shoot someone. It's like, no, I'm looking to actively not get
Look.
into any fights, because
Uh-
if I get into a serious altercation, I have to produce the gun to defend myself.
All
You know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
is, these days, you know, it's like I don't really know for sure if it's probably better to, rather than turning this into a viable example of self-defense, you need to just instead turn it into a missing persons case.
Sorry.
Dear God.
I gotta be honest with you. I will say there haven't really been any time. There was one situation, but it wasn't as bad as it seemed. But I haven't been actually seriously threatened with my life. Granted, but I will say this: I do feel like I am at least in thought, I am a lot more terrified of the court system prosecuting me for legally defending myself than I am any criminal that can harm me.
I mean, hey, it's like they say, better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah, exactly. I know, I agree, but I just, like, they will ruin you will do everything correctly, and they will still try to ruin your life.
Oh, that's how it is! Like, that's my problem.
It's horrible. It's terrible.
It's disgusting
yeah.
is what it is.
Agree.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So, this is a question I did want to ask. Now, you talked about the guy chewing the raw meat. Oh, that's good, Sheep Me. Yeah, he needs more fucking followers. Follow Drifter.
Yeah, Drift is cool. Drift is cool.
What's the craziest shit you've seen in New York?
I don't know.
'Cause
It's
New York, I hear crazy fucking stories, but then again, New York and Florida are like two different kinds of crazy.
that's true.
You didn't, did you see any
I
children
actually-
being
I
carried
actually
away
do-
by thousands of rats?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is like I said, I'm not from like the city or anything. I was from Long Island, so it's really not that crazy out there. However, there was one time I did visit the city, and it was probably the craziest thing. It's more creepy and just really like, what's the word? Like, it's just really like doesn't settle well in like the mind. Like what? I don't really know how to describe it, but it was creepy. Just put it that way. It was off-putting, as less crazy and more off-putting and creepy. But we were walking in New York City. We were just visiting for some reason, like my family. Which it's a shitty place to visit. I don't really know why. Like,
Wait, what?
fucking. But
What's
basically, what happened though was we were walking, right, and I saw. Huh? What's happening? What's going on?
Jimmy fucking said a guy has fucking a water sprinkler.
A guy. That's not surprising, knowing how crazy people are these days. That's
Dude, first
disgusting.
no joke. When last time I went to New York City, get off the subway. First thing we hear, first thing we see, homeless guys screaming at us.
Yeah, they're usually asking for money, you know.
No, it wasn't asking for, just screaming at us.
That's fucking crazy. But yeah,
No
yeah. Basically though, what happened was we were walking and there was this guy hunched over a bench just on the street in front of a store or whatever, you know. He had a hood on, just hunched over, like looking like a classic like I'm depressed type of pose. And I have no idea what the hell was in the bags. I'm not saying it was bodies or anything, but it's just whatever it was. He had two like child-sized body bags. That's exactly what they looked like underneath the fucking bench. And I just remember being so creeped out because it looked like, I don't know what the fuck it really was. I'm just saying that's exactly what it looked like. And it was the creepiest fucking thing ever. So I don't know if it's crazy, but it was definitely the creepiest thing I've ever seen living in New York, even though I wasn't from the city, thankfully. I'm sure other crazy shit has happened. It's just I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
That's
I mean,
all good.
did you at least see? Did Donald Trump at least give you directions to a place to go in the hotel?
Nah, that never happened, unfortunately. I was never left home alone in that
Home
way
Alone
either.
2 lied to us!
Those fucking parents are the most incompetent bastards ever.
I guess the Disney Plus censored version is apparently more accurate to real life.
They censored it? That's stupid.
I'm pretty sure
What
they
is
did
the
get.
point?
I'm pretty sure they did remove that scene.
They just
from-
cut the Trump scene. That is so
Yeah,
stupid.
it really is
so
stupid.
dumb.
It's petty. It's petty.
So stupid. It really is. It really is. You know, it's funny. Christopher Lee. God bless that man. Rest in peace. But Christopher Lee. It was talking. Someone asked him a question at a convention once about what it was like being on Home Alone 2, and he said, he's like, the fuck is the name of the actor again that plays the kid, Macaulay Culkin? He's like, Nicole was a good young boy. He was a good little boy, but he would always be very, very tired on set because he'd be up all night watching cartoons in his hotel.
Isn't that like what a kid does? I mean, how can he be that?
Yeah.
Also, cheat me one. I'm just saying, taser and pepper spray. They're nice under most circumstances, but like, if the person's on drugs, you're dead. Like.
Yeah, maybe this is controversial to some people, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not making compromises for the life of someone who's actively trying to end mine.
That's kind of how I look at it. I'm not gonna feel too bad if I kill somebody and like I'm not gonna. Yeah. Well, no, that's the thing. You can build an immunity to pepper spray. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I'm sure if I ever had to shoot someone in self-defense, I'm sure I'm not gonna feel great about it. But it's like, the thing is, I'm not the one walking around ruining people's lives. You know what I mean? Trying to harm people. Why do I have to lay down my life just for some asshole to satisfy his bloodlust? Sorry.
I'm sorry. You're gonna try to stab me. I'm gonna make you into Swiss cheese. This is how it is.
Look, all I'm saying is, you know, like, if you're not if you're not just a splatter on the wall afterwards, that's not enough force.
So, since we're talking about weird people in cities, I have one. I never witnessed it firsthand, but I'm sorry, I find it fucking hysterical. This is a hysterical fucking story. Should I tell you all the story of the Swiss cheese pervert?
I hate cheese, but go ahead.
Okay, so this guy, for 2 weeks, terrorized young women of Philadelphia. He was this gross, fat guy, and he like, his face, he looked like a baby. He looked like a baby.
What?
Like, he looked like a baby doll. That's how fat he was, right? And he would pull up to any group of young women that were left alone, and he'd roll down the window and be like, "Hi there, young ladies. Would you like to jerk me off with a piece of cheese for $200?"
What the fuck? Why?
He'd fucking hold up a piece of Swiss cheese.
That's disgusting.
So, is it the same piece of Swiss cheese every time?
Shut up,
or...
AFD. I never.
Know.
Be quiet, AFD.
But they found him. They eventually fucking found this guy. They caught him, and the neighbors are like, "Oh, thank God you arrested him. That man's a fucking weirdo. He always comes out in his fucking underwear to pick up the mail from his porch."
I'm sorry, but anybody, I don't care if it's your property and legally you're allowed to do whatever you want. If you're going out to pick up your mail in your underwear, that should be freaking execution. Just death penalty.
Yeah, right.
It's basic consideration or lack thereof. You know what I mean? Like,
but
there's no reason to do that.
Alright, same thing with people who don't put the card away. Death penalty.
Okay, here's the funny
My
thing.
first job was a cart pusher, so that's been like ingrained in me. I'll walk fucking like a mile to put the cart away. I don't care. It's like
I'm
it has
sorry,
to be done. It's default. You know what I mean?
Alright,
Say
look,
what you
if
want.
we can't put the carts away, it's impossible for us to be a civilized society.
I agree.
All right, so I want to say this though. So after
Oh,
they
go
caught
ahead.
this guy, the police interrogate him, and they're like, "All right, so what's the deal with the cheese? Like, we get you're a pervert, but what's with the fucking cheese?" And so he goes into vivid fucking detail. And he goes, I just love cheese. Because cheese is it's so smooth and soft and creamy. And women are smooth and soft and creamy. So women are a lot like cheese. I love the texture of cheese, so I like the texture of a lady.
I am nothing like cheese, and I fucking despise cheese, and I hate cheese even more now. After hearing such a crazy story.
I'm gonna call the police.
Oh god, it's disgusting. What the hell?
Guys,
Okay,
what's the number for Philadelphia? I need to get Razor arrested. Dear freaking God!
Is that guy fucking... Yeah, is that guy a cannibal? Like, if he's comparing women to cheese, does he eat,
You have no freaking right to make that freaking impression that good. Oh my God! What the frick, Razor?
Yeah, you actually the guy?
I feel unclean.
No. No, I just...
Keep your cheese away from me, damn it. That's crazy though. That's
I hope that doesn't get clipped. God fucking damn it.
well, now that you
Oh.
just said it, it's gonna
I
probably.
think this is what it's like to be molested.
Little boys, let me in. Not by the hair
Oh
of
my
a chin,
god,
chin,
please
chin.
stop. Come on already.
And I'll huff, and I'll put, and I'll hee down your door.
That reminds me, you ever hear the
Michael
Green Jelly
Jackson was
song, Three
innocent.
Little Pigs?
Anyway.
It was Michael Jackson, but the three little kids.
And they have there's this band that they did a song called like the fucking Three Little Pigs.
I
and it's
swear,
just- I don't know,
every
whatever.
episode of
It's
Schizzo
funny.
Sessions has at least like 1 or 2 moments in it where it's just like, how are we not getting banned for this?
Pretty much.
Why the
But
hell
no.
did I have to be on the cheese one? I am well known for despising cheese. It's ironic.
But here's the funny part. Here's the funny fucking part, right?
Please
So
don't
after that
mention that
happened-
fucking medallion. That's disgusting. Okay, what real good? What's worse, the Sonichu medallion? What do you think's worse, the Sonichu medallion or Jay Sonic's plushie? That's what I want to know.
The Sonichu medallion. Well, it's not the original Sonichu medallion. The original got shoved in the very
Up
Yeah.
Chris's ass,
Yeah, but do you know
apparently if
about
you
the?
wear
Do
it,
you
get
know
hurt.
about the Jay Sonic plushie though, right?
I'm not familiar.
All right, well,
familiar.
long- listen.
He shoved it up his ass.
No, it's worse than that. He like ejaculated into it over the course of like 30 years or something. Never cleaned it once, and he
Oh,
also
no.
took a shit on it.
Ah!
Yeah, it's horrible.
Ah! Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. Someone mentioned the Sonichu medallion. My brain for someone who's like, "What's worse, the Sonichu medallion or the Jay Sonic plushie?"
Okay.
They're
I'm
both
gonna
disgusting.
I'm gonna say the Sonichu medallion, but the reason why is because the second one just feels like he was trying to make it gross. Like, you know,
I don't
like,
know. I don't know. That guy was fucking crazy.
like the Sonichu medallion.
Oh my god.
Dude, somebody's gotta get
Oh.
it. Somebody needs to get
Okay.
the current Sonichu medallion.
Real quick. So there was a song a local garage band in Philadelphia did write about the Swiss cheese pervert.
What?
Yeah, and the
Oh,
course
come on, you're gonna
goes.
start reading of the lyrics. Come on, man.
No. The course goes, Swiss cheese pervert running through my neighborhood. Wonder if the brand that he uses is any good.
Ugh.
It's not even like good. Like it's not even good cheese either. Wouldn't that be? That'd be weirdly fitting, you know? Low
There's
quality
no
cheese
cheese
for a
that is
low quality
good.
pervert.
No, but I will say though that the Sonichu medallion is fucking cursed. I mean, look what happened to Nick Mercado. Are you familiar with him, Bay?
He's some guy that's like a lawyer or something, and then he like got caught like watching some weird shit.
Yeah, he became a locale even before the Sonichu medallion, but I feel like the Sonichu medallion sealed his fate. So here's what happened.
I didn't even know he was connected to that. Go ahead, I'd love to hear.
Okay, as a Philadelphian, here's how I'm going to start this. So this is a story all about how Nick Mercado turned his life upside down. I want to take a minute, just sit right there. And I forget what the fuck I was going to have rhyme with that.
Don't
off the top
you
of my
sit
head.
right
I'm
back, and I may tell you a tale of three little pigs. All right, I'm done. Sorry. I was thinking about that fucking when you said three little pigs.
I don't know.
Like, were you doing that? Were you doing like the Conan
Go
opening?
sit on
or-
Grandpa's lap, and he's gonna tell you a cursed bedtime story.
Can I ask you a serious question? Why the hell do all your impressions revolve around perverts?
I think it's just the thing that Razor's. Yeah, it's just the thing Razor's best at. You know.
Not all
Okay.
of them. Not all of them are like that. I just look. My vocal range is kind of limited. All right, it's either that or I do psychopathic people.
I mean, you do a good job, so you got your thing going. You could do it.
Yeah, it was Herbert. AFD. It was Herbert the pervert.
Yeah.
Well, no, I also do crackheads too.
Howdy doody, everybody. It's White of the Cricket.
That's
My
good,
New
though.
Year's resolution is that there's more snow.
So, Bay, have you ever heard of the euthanasia coaster?
Recently, yeah.
Yeah.
It's silly and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, let's change gears. You know, like something really fast with a lot of loops on it. You know.
So in other words, Shirai, I'm making you want to ride the euthanasia coaster. Is
Yes,
that it?
very much so.
There's the euthanasia coaster chat.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up? I have this saved as a goddamn fucking prop.
Every
permanent prop
episode
for
of
the
Schizzo
show.
Sessions has to go back to the euthanasia coaster at some point.
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
funny.
Yo, if we get merch for this podcast, it needs to be the two of us on the top hill, the euthanasia coaster.
100%. 100%. 100%. Our name it's at Bay m14. Very simple.
Yes.
They put it in the description too. I'm in green. If you want to check my
Yeah.
channel out, yeah, it would be cool.
Definitely check her channel out. She needs more followers, and she's just, oh my god. I've watched her streams. I've lurked. Cozy vibes. She's fucking hysterical. I'm sorry,
Thanks,
you are fucking
Razorlands.
funny. You are fucking funny.
I do my best to have fun. I like talking to my chat, you know.
And you do a good job at it. Like, seriously, I like the stories you talk about all the time, too. It's just great.
Thanks.
But, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, I forget what I was gonna say. You ever, like, laugh so hard that you're, like, the oxygen cuts from your brain? For a
Oh,
brief
I've
second there?
I've fainted from laughing before. Yeah, but
Re-
that was
I've made somebody
mainly
faint from laughing.
I was mainly because I had low blood pressure for a time, and it's in conjunction
Ooh.
with that. If I laugh too hard, I die. You know what I mean. I faint and shit. So, no, it's happened a
Jesus.
couple of times. But besides the fainting part, yeah, no, I know. Like you gotta like catch your breath and stuff. It's funny when you
Mhm.
get that type of laugh where it's like in your stomach and you can't breathe. It's like it's so like it's like funny because you're laughing and you're having a good time, but it's also it starts to become too painful and has like a negative effect. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. So, I'm gonna do a quick couple more questions here, some little fun questions here. This is like the lightning round because I know it's getting pretty late for you. You got work in the morning. I do as
Yeah.
well.
If we ended right now, I'd get 4 hours of sleep. But
Okay, so quick,
let's continue though. Let's do the rest of it. I don't mind.
quick. No, no, no. It's okay. We don't have much left. So quick few questions here. Favorite anime?
My number one favorite anime, like I said before earlier in the stream, is it's called School Live. Gakko Garashi is the Japanese name. And there's a lot of different animes I love, but that's definitely my number one favorite.
First I'd ask, any advice for an upcoming streamer?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, let me look at my counter. How many streams? I've only done 38 streams so far, so I might not be the
That's
best
still a lot.
person. I might not be the best person to ask, but I don't have a lot of experience. But what I would definitely say though is I don't really know. Like, it's kind of everyone's circumstances are different when they start. The only reason I really ever had a following going into it was I already had a Twitter following before I started streaming, and enough of those people wanted to kind of see what I'm doing. So, starting from complete scratch, I really don't know. Other than my honest advice would definitely be to just pick a game. If you're going to stream games, for instance, pick a game that you're really passionate about and you have a lot to say about, because people definitely react to that positively. People love to see you passionate about things. So, I would do that. Like, that's why I started with Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That's a game where I could talk about nonstop and never shut up, for hours. So, that would probably be my best advice, but,
How are you able to tell the number of streams that you've done?
Oh, I counted by hand, and I also download every.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Not by hand. You know what I mean. I have like a clicker thing. Every time I finish a stream, I click it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause like every time, cause I'm like looking at my, like look up my analysis. I'm like, oh, I wonder how many times I've streamed, and it's just like, oh, I can't find it.
Sometimes they count 2 different streams based on the day or something. It's really weird.
They do.
So that's why
if you have a stream roll into the following day, after before you finish, it will not count that as the same stream. It will be counted as 2 separate streams. It's very frustrating.
No, I know. That's why I tried doing my best to just keep track, from the beginning. But
the analytics are just gonna be messed up the following day if you stream afterwards. It's really frustrating.
No, that stuff always annoyed me, not knowing exactly. One of the things too, early on, a lot of my streams are crashing in the middle of it. And my PC's been has just hard crashes. You know what I mean? And then it would be like, oh, you streamed 3 times this day, and I'm like, it's supposed to be the same stream though. You know what I mean?
Banned for then you get banned for spam.
That would be so horrible.
But not unforeseen.
Would be.
Hey, beef jerky is my favorite food. Be quiet. I never had Duke's though. How is it? What are they, like sausage beef sticks?
They're kind of like sausage links, but it's like
I had something similar to that. I definitely had something similar to that. I like the Jack Link style of beef jerky the most though.
According to our friend AZ, he said, and I quote, "Duke's beef jerky is the best beef the best American beef jerky out there, and if you don't like it, you're a fucking commie piece of shit.
I guess I need to eat it then. I'm an American battle rifle.
There you go.
No, we don't bring commies onto this show. Do we? Have we ever had an actual communist on this show?
One kind of skirted on that line. We won't go into it.
I don't know. Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, no commies!
Yes. No.
But no, I'm joking. We never had one. Anyway. Forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Favorite food.
Favorite food? To be honest, just like Chinese takeout. It's so good. I like boneless ribs and beef lo mein and stuff like that. Twice cooked pork. That's my favorite food. It's so good.
Fucking fried rice.
I really love. It's pretty bad for my health, but I love salty tastes the most. Haha, say your innuendo if you want, but I'm being honest. Like, no, I love salt. So
well, here's the thing.
Stop making references to me asking you to cook me a dinner, AFD. Be quiet.
Look, you can make it not so salty if the person eats a lot of fruit in their diet.
Listen to me. Don't tread lightly, because this guy in my chat, AFD, is gonna go off the wall if you keep
poking the bear.
Anyway. No, we're not talking about sailors, chicks. Anyway. Favorite pizza topping?
Oh no. Oh no.
Toppings.
Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna throw everyone into a fucking frenzy like it always does.
Tell us what you put on your pizza.
I take the cheese off. So that means no toppings.
Okay.
I will order a cheeseless pizza.
Evil.
I knew there was a reason why I didn't like you. I could feel it in my bones.
That's funny.
That freaking toasted tomato sauce!
No, bullshit. Because, listen to me. If I have a pizza slice, okay, and I take the cheese off, does it magically transform? No, it's still pizza. It's missing one ingredient, damn it. And it's the worst ingredient.
Okay, fine.
Cheese.
Let's experiment further.
Right.
Let's take the meat patty off of a burger. Now it's just a sandwich.
Cheese is not an inherent part of the damn thing. That's why I could order a cheeseless pizza.
Technically. I'm gonna say this.
I know what you're gonna say, and I don't care. I could still
Shut up,
order
Razor! You're not even a
pizza.
real Italian!
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Make some shit on a flat piece of bread, then.
I'm not a Guido, thank God. So I'll say this. There is a pizza without the cheese. It's called a tomato pot. You ever had it, Bay?
What is it? Say that again. You were a little low. I'm sorry.
There is a pizza that does not have cheese. It's called a tomato pot. Yes, it's a real fucking thing.
I've never heard of it, but if it doesn't have
sounds
cheese,
like some
I like
coke
it.
to me, but you know.
Fucking I will take a fucking picture of that fucking shit, and I will
send it to me in Discord later. I'll
fucking
look at
will.
it after I go to bed
I fucking will. Challenge accepted, motherfucker.
It's like, seriously. That is so unbelievably cursed. Friggin' Italians, I swear.
It's really funny because
You're really racist towards my people.
My ethnicity is mostly like Italian from my dad, and I hate cheese, which is hilarious.
My step grandfather
funny.
was Italian, so you know.
So, alright then, so how about this? Favorite alcoholic beverage?
Wine. Definitely wine. Red wine. Other than that, I don't really like alcohol too much.
I like Guinness.
What is Guinness? Is that a type of?
It's a very creamy beer.
You know,
Okay.
I gotta be honest. My mom's recently
Guinness
been
is
getting
good
me
shit.
into margaritas. So that's been interesting.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a very chick drink.
Yeah, she also
let's-
used to constantly make rum and cokes. Those things freaking just too much. Rum is way too much for
Drunk
me.
puree is fun, by the way.
Apparently that's
So
what
let's
everybody
see
says.
here. No, this one I don't know. I don't think you're a. What is Florida's laws on marijuana?
Should I drink on my birthday? You think it'd be a bad
Yes.
idea?
No, I think it'd be fun.
I'll think about it.
My other favorite alcohol is definitely Jameson Irish whiskey. So good, so fucking. And I like a Japanese beer called Kirin Ichiban.
I actually did have
good.
some Japanese beer at this restaurant I went to, and I
So
normally
good.
don't like beer, but for whatever reason, that one tasted excellent.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
It's way different
So,
than the other types of beer I've tried. It's a lot better.
Is it really? Anyway. Do you partake in the herbal medicine? Wink, wink.
Well, as a concealed carry holder, I do not.
That's a good answer. All right. So, any favorite non-alcoholic drinks?
Coffee is definitely my favorite beverage. Just it's one of those
I like
things. I don't really drink coffee though for like because I'm very addicted to caffeine. I'll
I
go
drink
through
it for the taste.
same. No, actually, like I just love black coffee. Like I grind my own.
Yeah, that.
Not my-
Yep. It's yeah. You could hear it really bad, which is coffee.
Fresh ground coffee is so good. It smells so good.
Yeah, no, I know. I love it so much. I just literally like what Shiroi said. I just drink it for the taste, really, more so than just the energy and stuff like that. It doesn't really do that for me. I'm too used to it. So one of the things though, I've been like getting lazy at work, and I just get an energy drink, and oh god, I hate energy drinks. Like they make me feel
I hate
ill.
them. You know the
They
best
just-
description of the taste? Sweet tarts covered in piss.
They just I need it for the caffeine injection, quote unquote, but I need to fucking take my time to make my coffee because I feel like they make me ill. Like I gotta stop it. But besides coffee, I also love green tea. And then but those are just beverages to just enjoy, not necessarily to hydrate, you know what I mean? I don't know, like try not to drink too much soda because of all the sugar and stuff, but I do like ginger ale a lot.
Coffee is the cocaine in New Yorkers.
Pretty
Oh
much.
my god, that's funny.
You know, one of my one of
Laser
my
is
favorite
illegal
parts
in
about
is the fox human experiment from Area 50. No, I'm not a fucking fox. I'm a wolf. The fuck?
I gotta say,
Someone calling you a fox? I don't know why. It just
And I give.
I'm not
Bay
even
an
making
honorary
fun
New
of them,
Yorker
it's just
because he
like,
said it correctly.
you-
Coffee is the
you-
cocaine of New Yorkers.
you
What
yelling,
up?
"I'm a wolf, not a fox," is so funny.
not a phase, mom.
You know what? I don't know if you fucking saw it, Bay. Did you see the thing? I don't know if you saw the clip of me eating the dog biscuit.
He liked it. He
I had to
freaking
do it for
liked
charity. Look, I needed something to get fucking people to donate for
don't
veterans.
care,
suicide
Razor.
prevention.
You
What
liked
exactly
it.
was it? I think I missed that. I'm sorry.
The first $100 for this charity called Stack Up, which is what I'm currently doing right now. If
Yeah.
you want to donate, it is a veteran suicide prevention charity.
Thanks.
He liked it.
And I said for the first $100, I need a dog biscuit, and I fucking did. And I'm angry
Oh.
that I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a chicken-flavored milk-based dog biscuit.
I remember you were talking about that earlier, like
Yeah,
a while
oh,
ago.
and
Yeah,
the-
all right. You actually
well,
did, and it was good.
Okay, so the next one I have to do because we're at 200. I have to drink from a dog bowl. I had a dog bowl that I did get, and then my brother used it for a fucking rabbit, so I'm not gonna touch that. Because our rabbit has a tendency to shit in any bowl we give her. So no,
You can just wash it out
Um,
really good, I guess.
no, I'm gonna buy another one. And what I'll probably do is I'll put some kind of alcohol in it.
Remember,
Yeah.
Razor, you gotta like get like the perfect
I am not a
schlop
furry.
sounds.
Listen.
Okay.
I'll say this. I like the aesthetic of furries. I'll say this. I can see why people like furries. I can't get involved. I'm sorry, that community is so fucking strange. I'm sorry. The people who wear the diapers fucking scare me.
Those
You know what
the
the
people
crazy-
that wear the diapers belong on a list a lot more than me and Razor do.
In the words of Caesar's Legion, degenerates like you belong in it.
Exactly.
Hey, Razor, this is a really random question, but why did you pick, like, that dark blue color for your character's hair? 'Cause I'm just asking because I think it looks cool.
So my original character design before I was a wolf, I was a space Templar, and the whole backstory was that he was a Templar, a Knights Templar for the Vatican Space Force in the far distant future.
Oh, okay.
No, first side, shut the fuck up.
And Shiroi, are you, like, supposed to be a dragon person or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
she's a dragon.
Your model's definitely
I-
pretty cool with the wings and stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great model. I switched over to the tactical wolf VTuber because I felt like it just fit my personality more because of the my military background and how I swear and make a lot of dirty jokes. I feel like a Christian themed character doesn't match that personality. Plus, I was also getting tired of being compared to Kirito all the
Ah,
fucking
dang it! I
time.
want to be the one to make it to mention it.
And but yeah, I like wolves. I think they look cool.
Plus,
I've
you
always
you
liked
play a lot of
animal
tactical
themed anime
shooters and
characters.
stuff too, so it matches
Yes,
that
I
way.
do.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. Wanted to stand out from other tactical VTubers. And I went. And if you notice, I kind of also have like a goth approach to it too, because I was a goth kid in high school, and I still like the aesthetic of like goth fashion and shit like that. So that's why I got the makeup around my eyes
Yeah. You got a sombrero on your head
and
now.
the dark clothing. Yeah, that's one of the
I
redeems.
imagine the Japanese fight community is probably better. How you doing, by the way, Wendy?
Probably. But no, I like the color of the hair. I didn't want to change the hair color. Originally, I was gonna make it gray, but I was like, that's so common.
It's
You
kind of
know?
typical. These
It's
days.
a unique
I'm like-
shade of blue. I like it. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's like a gray blue. Yeah, I
It's
like
actually
it too.
it's actually kind of similar to the color of my character's skirt. Can't really see it very
is.
well.
Oh, I can see it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. But yeah. So. I know. I don't want to cut into your sleep time too much, Bay. Let's see. I forgot what else I was gonna say. Huh. Oh well. Wait, whatever it is, I can always ask next episode. Because so chat. Next episode of Schizzo Sessions. We're not gonna have just one guest. We're gonna have multiple returning guests coming back. So we're gonna have Bay here. We're gonna have Dax. and
Wait,
we're gonna
really?
have Mr. J Mez
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Never mind. I forgot.
And we can we're gonna have a firearms discussion stream.
I guess Swag is gonna have to move over a little.
A little bit, yeah. Swag punch a bitch. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a little Easter egg character within After Dax.
He's just sitting
Showed
in the.
up.
He's just vibing next to Bay. This is what he's doing.
You kind of have to find him. He's like a Where's Waldo for me. You need to follow the last person. Who's the last person? Oh, Mr. Jamez, yeah. Or AZ. AZ's great. Definitely go follow AZ.
Yeah,
But
Ace
yeah,
is cool. Ace is cool.
AZ's really fucking cool. He's a cool guy. Funny as shit. Funny as shit. But yeah. Faye, did you want to plug anything?
Yeah, I guess I'll just plug my current streaming schedule and stuff. It's subject to change. It's just what's working with my current job schedule. I stream every Wednesday and Friday currently at 1900 EST, which is 7 p.m. EST. And yeah, if you want to come check me out one day, I would appreciate it. You could give me a follow if you want, and you know, I have my Twitter account and stuff like that too on my Twitch thing and all my links and stuff. But yeah, if you ever want to check my channel out and stuff, I'd love to see you. I like to talk to my chat and everything. We always try to have fun, so that's about it though, you know.
He's got a great Discord server too.
Yeah, that's true.
What is
yeah.
Biss? The fuck is Biss?
Maybe it's Biz. No, that'd be Z.
Okay, AFD. Shut up. You were here the whole time and it takes you that long to be a freak. Biss is a stupid thing he coined that refers to specifically my urine.
What?
Bay, piss, you know. He wants to drink it. He's a weirdo.
Oh god, chat's saying ads popped up right as you were talking about
That's
this.
probably a great thing. Good timing.
Probably did save us all from an awful, awful thing.
Damn it, why would you tell him, Razor? We had the ads blocking it out, and then you went
Fuck
ahead
you,
anyway.
Frontside, you little shit. Alright, listen. First side, I'm gonna embarrass the fuck out of you when you start streaming.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we're both gonna do it. Listen, don't worry about it, AFD. Anyway, sure, do you have anything you want to plug?
I've got nothing, honestly.
Okay. I will be streaming again tomorrow, 9 p.m. I might be a little late because I'm going to be closing alone tomorrow without any help, so we'll see how that goes. I believe Dax invited me to play Killing Floor 2 with him tomorrow. Yeah. So we'll be playing that. It's a lot of fun. Actually, Bay, you would like it. And the M14 is in it too.
Is it really? I want to play. I want to play all the games with M14. I want to play all the games
like Call
with
of Duty Zombies.
Yes. Oh, that sounds cool. What is it called? Killing Floor?
Killing Floor.
I'll have to remember that then. That sounds like something I would enjoy.
More family members. What do you mean, Sinister? What?
Oh no.
We know Razor will have more family members. What?
Wait, what?
What? Huh? Anyway.
I'm gonna scoot away now.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I believe Mr. Jamez, is he still streaming? Yes, he is. Mr. Jamez will be one of the returning guests. You'll like Mr. Jamez, Bay. Alright.
I'm gonna become a family member? What the hell are you talking about?
No.
Of what?
Oh no.
What's my role then? Am I just
I am scared. I am very fucking scared.
Sis
Anyway, we're
channel
gonna
is
go raid
offline
Mr.
on my
Jamez.
end.
Oh, does it? Fuck.
Hold on.
Really?
Let me try reloading.
Canteen
God, he is
Faye?
offline.
Come on
Okay, never
now.
mind.
I'm not-
Oh, shit.
I'm not that old.
Oh yeah, he did just stop. Fuck.
Dax is currently
Okay.
up right now.
Yeah, we can do Dax. We can
Also
raid him.
got Nymphy.
Yeah, let's
I think Dax
Let's
could
raise
use the
that-
viewers
so-
a bit more though.
How does that
Dax
make
is
any
right now.
sense?
Dax is trying to raise money because one of his cats has jaundice.
Ah, shit,
That
really?
sucks.
Well, his roommate Ice King's cat has jaundice, but the poor cat's suffering and Dax wants to help out. So, alright. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Nah,
go...
you want to talk about weird? Really weird is when you raid somebody at the same time that they raid you. That happened to me once.
So here's what we're gonna do to piss off Dax, because I think it's funny. I'm gonna put the raid message here. We're gonna say this. It's gonna say meow meow bussy cat. There you go. There's the raid message, and I'll put it in Shira's chat too.
Alright, I guess this is what we're going for. Okay.
Hey, Razor and Shirai, thanks a lot for having me on. It was a lot of
You're
fun.
welcome.
I really
Yeah,
appreciate
it
it.
was fun.
Yeah, but definitely, well, we're gonna have you on for next episode.
Thanks. I look forward to it.
Oh yeah, you'll like Jamez, you'll like Dax.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been an absolute fucking delight. We're definitely gonna have you back on. We need to do more shit together, Bay. Definitely
Yeah, I had
gonna
a
have
lot
to
of
play
fun.
Killing
Had a lot
Floor
of
too.
fun.
I promise once I
You'll-
get a closer job and I'm not dealing with 100-mile commute and all that BS, I'll be able to do things more often. I definitely
will
want to.
love-
It's just hard right now.
The
I
soundtrack
am
for
sorry I
Killing
was a
Floor
little bit
2.
awkward about a good portion of it, but you know.
No, that's okay.
Really?
You were great. It's been really nice to meet you and get to know you more.
Oh yeah, likewise.
Yeah,
Alright,
definitely.
well, I will see you all tomorrow. Live well, laugh often, do good and die great, and I'll see you all later. Have a good
I'll
one.
see you guys
See ya.
tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
I forgot what I'm playing. Maybe Fallout. I don't. No, wait, no, we're doing Killing Floor. Yeah. Anyways, later.